We've got we've got audio now. Yeah, we've got audio. We've definitely got audio now. There's going to be a load of things popped up saying, "Oh, there's no audio. There's no audio." I know. We've got audio now. I knew it would have no audio because there was a. Oh, by the way, Christina's froze. We don't know. It's a different type of frame. I knew we'd have audio problems because as soon as I opened Stream Decks, it done a massive update, and I know from old the minute you update Stream Deck, sorry, not Stream Decks, Streamlabs. The minute you update Streamlabs, you get all sorts of issues. So it's just quite funny that she's frozen.
She's probably pissed off about that too.
Yeah, it is.
Good evening, people.
Good evening.
Hey.
So what was the we'll kick this off with Justin, because Justin asked a question in the Nimmon forum the other day about business on YouTube.
Oh yeah, basically I'm looking at making my YouTube be an extension to a business instead of YouTube being the business with extensions. So like my website would be the main hub for my content, and then from there it'll extend out to YouTube and the different facets of the website. And yeah, I don't know if that really makes much sense or not, but I'm trying to figure out how to basically make it so that my revenue isn't AdSense only, if that makes any sense.
Be reselling stuff, or would you be just like kind of using your website as an affiliate?
No, I've got actually several programs for businesses to be able to use of mine. Hang on a second.
Do you know a lot of your products you put on like Instagram and that, Justin? Do you make that stuff, or because I know you said your brother do stuff like that?
He didn't. Yeah.
I don't think he
I don't
did.
think he heard you.
No.
No.
Did you get that, Justin?
Hey, Justin, can you hear us?
Audio's gone.
Justin can't hear us.
Did you mute him?
No.
And eventually he's gonna.
Hold on. I'll put
He's like,
I'll put it in the
can't do
chat.
anything.
He must have muted himself.
We could say anything we want about him, and we're here.
What?
He's definitely the type to read it back on. I don't know. He's just being funny.
No, my freaking audio, every time that anybody hops in to hear it, messes up the
You had
audio.
that problem a while back, didn't you? Yeah, I remember that.
Same thing now. So now every time that somebody hops in, sometimes I hear the ding and sometimes I don't. Like that time, I didn't hear it when somebody else popped
That
in
was
or left.
that was Christina leaving.
Yeah, so basically because I didn't hear the ding leaving, I didn't realize that you guys were still talking because I was trying to log into my website.
That's fair enough.
Which is,
But your website. Go ahead.
Oh no,
Go
I was
ahead.
just saying you should have heard what you were saying about it.
Oh yeah, Charlie.
I'm used to people talking crap. It's okay.
Charlie was giving you
Why
down the
are in a
banks.
car?
What? What was that, Neil?
I said Charlie was giving you down the banks when you couldn't hear him. He was going for it.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
he's an a-hole.
I'm joking. I don't think Charlie's even got that in him. No, what I said was the products that you put on Instagram and stuff like that. I'm sure you said that does your brother make some of this stuff?
My oldest brother used to make some of the beard balms and stuff, but he has gotten out of that portion of it. But I've got, I get the companies, they send me the stuff to review. I review it. And I'm currently working on getting written reviews and stuff up on the website. But I've got things on for companies like, because I want to become more of a hey, what do you think about this product before we put it out to the public type of deal. Like
Right.
the very, very last stage of R&D, I want to be that person.
Right, so like the ultimate tester sort of thing.
Right.
Like the final test. Like if you say it's shit, it doesn't go out, so it needs looking at. If you think it's good enough, it goes.
Right. So basically, I've got two merchant types. I've got a supporting merchant, which sends me a product. I do the 30-day review, yada, yada, yada. After that, you can become a sponsoring merchant, which some of those are free opportunities and some of them are paid opportunities for a company that would be, having me review their product or whatever. One of them is skip the line. Basically, they get put in the next month's products. I've got ads. I got a couple of ad spaces on my website that I can do. Sponsored review is when you go to my website, there's 3 reviews right at the top of the page. And that'll be basically what, by buying that, you buy one of those spots. I've got a premium direct linking, which makes it so that instead of me sending somebody to the Amazon link, it'll send it to their website. So basically, it's counterventing any companies needing to have like the affiliate thing set up or whatever.
Right.
Because a lot of these companies that I work with, they don't have that. They're not, they haven't even thought about getting into that yet. So you pay me to have it sent to you, and then it's a one-time fee, and that's it. And then I've got an unboxing and first impressions thing, which is going to be like $10 for me to do a first impressions live video thing. And then I've got, a couple of other things that are in there, like product consultation. So, you've got a product that you want, that you're thinking about releasing or whatever. Basically, I go through every single thing from the paper that you are printing your label on to how the product works itself, everything. And then I've also got product photography on there as well.
Do you get much traffic through the website?
As of right now, no, because honestly, I haven't been pushing it because I'm trying to make it so that I can, I've got a members area as well, and I'm trying to get companies. I just sent out my email Monday, to try to get companies to become basically ones that I have reviewed. They would give me a discount to be able to put in for the members, and that's free to them. That's free to any company that I deem good enough to be worth my members spending money on. So I haven't really pushed anything as far as the website goes yet, but I think I've gotten about 100 views a month on that since I rebuilt it. So
I think the like I said on Nick's forum on his Discord, I think Eric's probably the best person to talk to regarding that, because Eric's really good with business and YouTube, because I think Eric's got a couple of businesses.
You mean Eric from Modern Day Tech?
Yeah. Eric's he really knows what he's he just knows what he's talking about, and he's so good with YouTube as well. And it's something that he doesn't know. I think me, Christina, Beanie, and Eric were in here one night after we'd streamed, and we were just chatting, and he knows his stuff, like where his YouTube's concerned. He was going through all sorts of stuff, and it was just like, wow, you could actually teach this shit. But he's definitely, so he runs a couple of businesses, so I'd reach out to Eric. He's definitely where his actor concerns business and YouTube, I think he's definitely the one I'd reach out to.
Yeah, I'll have to. There's still, and then I've got my shop online and stuff on my page too. So I've got Amazon website or shop thing on my website and stuff. So yeah, like I said, I'm just trying to make it so that I'll get more traffic through the website, and so that more companies will take me seriously when it comes to that whole, you know.
Uncle Dan has just said, have you been on Social Blue Book to see what your YouTube time is worth?
Social Blue Book can kiss my ass.
Why is that?
Why? Because it's a bunch of bullshit.
Why
They're
is that?
going by one video. They don't count how much time you put into a video. They don't count how much time you're using a product. They don't count any of that. They say, oh, well, this is how much we think you might be possibly worth. And they're saying like 30
Mind
bucks
you,
or something like that right now. And I have been on it and I've checked it before. But then when I started realizing that, yeah, it's a great place to see what your minimum would be. It's not really like, it doesn't really help me out as far as any of that other stuff. You know what I mean?
I've heard
Because they
you
can't tell
guys
me-
talking about it, but I don't know what Social Blue Book is.
It's
Social-
basically
Social Blue Book's
go ahead, Beanie, you can explain it.
mobile misaligns with everything. Oh, hang on, have I frozen now?
Now you're back.
Hang on. Ah, cool. Yeah, my internet. Thank Australia for that. But Social Blue Book's just basically a way of it's like it takes all your subscribers and all your views and all that, and it kind of based on every all the other different kind of emails and that out there, and it even relates to Twitter and Instagram, and you get sort of a rough estimate between the low scale and the higher scale of what you charge people. If say if someone wants you to make a tweet about someone's product or make a video dedicated, it gives you an idea of how much you should be charging. It's not pinpoint, but it gives you an idea.
That's one thing I'm looking forward to with the other channel is because obviously you've got more
You're gonna get
reach.
some good opportunities there.
Hopefully, if you got the subscribers, you're going to get the opportunities. That's like everything in life, isn't it? But I think there's more opportunity. The good thing I like about doing the van thing is it's all based on pretty much like personality. If you make people laugh and bring them in and go, look,
Yeah.
why you spend the money on this, and when you can just do it yourself. If people feel that they're getting something off you, whereas the crypto stuff, it's like it's kind of a closed niche. There's a group of people who do crypto stuff, and kind of everybody else gets put aside because people only listen to a core group of people. Which, I'm fine with that. I'm made up, but I say I am looking forward just to seeing if anything comes from the van thing.
And you can do review things, and you can get whatever you use in your videos. If you want to get some of these, just put it in the affiliate.
Oh, believe me, that's my next job is getting as many affiliate links to the stuff that I've got on the van and in the van, like literally on me. I don't know whether I put the affiliate links in your description of your video, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tricky one because I've been hearing that YouTube's cracking down on the whole affiliate.
No,
links.
they're
I'm
not.
sure about that
YouTube
yet.
put out a video like 2 weeks ago saying that they're cracking down on inappropriate links. So ones like to, Pornhub are not going to be shown.
Right.
They put up a video.
To do with that. It's more Amazon's their own terms of service, because you got to be careful. It's more on Amazon's side than YouTube's side, that Amazon might be there's a lot of T's and I's across.
The thing is that when you sign up for the Amazon affiliates, there's a whole thing that says that you need to, exactly almost word for word. They give you what you should have at the bottom of any descriptions on YouTube or any other site that you're going to be, pushing the products on, including your own. So it really.
But also with YouTube's end, they were saying that if it looks like you're pushing more products than you are content, like if you've got too many links that are taking people to the platform, it's not as good as just having this is my description of the video, and
Mate, I was in a video today. I was watching a video today, and it was literally 2 lines of text and then just a sea of Amazon links to things, and I was just like, wow. But they'd basically gone and there must have been, I don't know, there must have been 30 links there to different things, but
Well, a lot of people that use are doing video and camera stuff. They put down what links they're using or what products they're using. I think even some of the bigger guys in those niches do it too, because everybody wants to know, oh, what camera are you using? Blah blah. What would what lens and what microphone and what blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So a lot of those guys just put the links down there on every video that they have.
Yeah, I'm just going to have a core. I don't know. I'm gonna pick probably 5 or 6 different things that I think people would find interesting. And then, because I mean, obviously you can link stuff in specific stuff. You can link in the actual description of the video as well.
In YouTube's video, they even said that they're not going to be blocking freaking Amazon links and stuff. And the thing is like me, what I ended up doing is, because of that video that they put out, I did remove some of my links, but they were my social links. So now the only social link that I have is my website. And because of that, if you go to my website, 30dayreviews.com, you can see that I push my social links on my website. So anybody that wants to know anything about whatever, what my social links are, they can just go to my website and find it very, very easily.
Yeah, that is a point. I mean, I'm only the thing I've noticed now with creating the new channel compared to the crypto channel is that there's a divide. And I was talking to this about with Christina today. I said, with the crypto stuff, it's crazy how different things will marry up to different niches, like beanies. Like beanies, you probably find YouTube goes hand in hand with Instagram, whereas the crypto stuff went hand in hand with Twitter. You know what I mean? They both. There's not many. I don't think there's many niches that sort of lend themselves to. There probably is a few. I mean, Charlie's is probably. You could put out like when you were racing and then put pictures of the racing up on your video. Yeah, but I say there's different sort of niches that they do lend themselves to different platforms. So I've been sort of boosting a bit more presence on Instagram, like the last week. But as Christina said today, that's why I put that big wall of text on several Discords today. Because the last thing, not that I'm really asked. The last thing, I don't want people to go, oh, he's only doing it because that girl got 1 million followers, and it was like, I've been speaking about this before. You know what I mean? It's like I even spoke to Nick about it.
Anyone who knows.
So I got a question. I got a question for you. Are you going to be stopping the crypto one altogether then, or is that just going to be whenever there's news about it? You'll do a video?
It just depends, mate. It really depends. For me, it's I love doing YouTube and I love making videos. The problem I'm at right now is that crypto's great and I love it. I'll always keep investing. I'll always be interested in it.
Yeah.
But for me, actually talking about it, it's just kind of
boring.
It just bores me sometimes. I'm like, fucking, I can't be arsed. You know what I mean? I want to do something that, even to the point where, I was saying to a couple of friends, we haven't been out in the van as much as we used to because I'm looking at crypto stuff. I want to make a video, and I've got to do it on Tuesday, and I've got to get out on Wednesday. So we used to go away every Monday and Tuesday, come back Wednesday. But with the YouTube channel, you kind of can't. But now, and I'm like, I am massively missing being outdoors. It's like, it's driving me insane. Yeah. It's like, it's proper, it's driving me to the point where I am just miserable. You know what I mean? I resent sitting in this fucking chair, looking at a computer, when I can be out somewhere like we used to be. And it's just, mentally, it's just killing me. And I was like, right, okay, well, now I've put myself in a position where it's like, I've got to get out on a Monday and Tuesday to record shit, to do a video on a Wednesday. So it's like, it kind of gets me back outdoors, gets me doing the things I love, and I can document it all and make videos as well. So for me, it's like a win-win situation. But
have to worry about rules and regulations around crypto and financial advice and all that.
No, you can just be yourself. I say, I don't know whether I'm going to 100% stop the crypto channel or I'm definitely going to take. I mean, there's not really going on at the minute. It's sort of up. It's again, we're at that point where it's up and down, and it's like, for now, I just want to concentrate on this one. You know what I mean? It's like. Yeah. I've been grateful for the ride, and it's been good, and I've met some amazing people, and everything that I've got now in my life was from starting the crypto channel, but now I need to do something for me, because I know everything else around me is still going to be there. We'll still do this on a Tuesday. We'll still, none of that will change. You know what I mean? But I think you just get to a point when it's like, is this content just boring me? You know what I mean? And I think everybody must. I mean, look at Nick. Nick had that. What was that channel he had? The explaining all our questions, and he said it just.
Or was it all our answers? One of them.
That was all our questions or something like that, wasn't it? It was definitely questions. But he said, I mean, what did he get that up to? It was a few thousand, wasn't it? Was it 10,000? He got that up, and he just said it just burnt his head out. He said he just got to a point where he was just like, I can't be asked with this now.
There's a lot of research and shit that goes into that.
Yeah.
I watch a channel that's like that. He puts out a video every single day.
Really?
Yeah, but like he had a website a long time ago, so a lot of what he's doing is going and just turning it into video format.
Yeah, I mean that's.
But still, like, holy freaking crap! And now the guy, he's got 3 different channels and a podcast. I'm like,
that's good.
That's just nuts.
So
they're all like history channels and stuff like that. It's Simon Whistler. I
haven't even put a video out, and that's the list of videos that I want to do. That's literally like, I sat here the other day.
A whole whiteboard over here.
Yeah. Now,
I'm like, they all cost money.
With the crypto channel, yeah, it's doing all right. It's going fine, but I haven't got a list of videos. You know what I mean? I'm having to look for things to talk about, and it's like, why do that when I can talk about, we're replacing an alternator, or this is how you fucking replace the set. Don't bother doing your own, whatever, you know what I mean? Your drop links on your van. Don't send your van into a garage to charge you £200 to fit drop links when you can buy them for £30 and fit them yourself.
What is that?
Your drop links, it's on your front suspension. It's basically the bars that sort of stabilize, but there's loads of little jobs, and you see it all the time. You see it on Facebook forums, and people ask like, the craziest of questions, and you see people posting the craziest. I mean, I seen one guy the other day, and he was like, just got the van back from the garage. I had new dampers fitted on the front suspension. Only cost me £300, and I'm like, fuck, you can get 2. And the one at the top of the range, which is, I think it's Eberspatch. Like they're just pistons. They're just it's done on like a counter leaf system, the front suspension, and then you have 2 dampening pistons as well. It's 2 bolts at the top and 1 bolt at the bottom. You jack the wheel up, take the bolts out.
With the crypto community, do you find that the crypto community's like closely knit, or do you reckon it's really competitive and like a little?
I'd say both. I'd say the very you don't know what you're talking about. Fuck off. You haven't got 10,000 subscribers. Go away. We're not listening to you because you're not worth. Yeah. And then the ones who have got massive followings, a lot of them talk shit. And openly, because I've talked to people who have got big channels, and then they've spoke about certain other people, and they're like, you just talk shit. They don't know what they're talking about. They just wing it.
You'll find in your adventure one that you'll have more of an actual community side of things, right?
It'll just pull, because it'll pull, if I can say to someone, right, go on this website, here's a link, there's the springs you can get, even the back springs on the van, it's literally, Charlie knows all this shit, you know what I mean? He told me and Charlie can talk this stuff all day long.
Leaf springs.
Yeah, it's just, this stuff is so easy, especially on these older vans, and the mad thing is, I've got a guy next door who's a mechanic. right? He's a trained Hyundai mechanic. I had a brake failure 2 days before we went to Glastonbury. The brakes on the van went. There was no brakes at all, and it was.
It's all nuts and bolts.
Do you know what it was, mate? It was a split in the vacuum pump.
I don't even know what that means.
Basically, your braking system, when you push your pedal, there's a vacuum cylinder that has air in it,
yeah.
and it basically assists it gives the brakes more power. Now that
Do you mean the brake booster?
yeah, your brake booster, yeah, your vacuum. There was a split in the actual air line for that. Not much of a split, and I literally just we'd ordered. What had I ordered? I'd ordered a vacuum pump. I'd spent 90 quid, ordered a brand new vacuum pump because I was like, it could just be that. And then I said to my dad, me and my dad were talking, I said, well, if it was broke, we went through loads of things, and I went, let's just check the kit, let's check the pipe. And we went to the pipe, and there was a hole in it. And I was like, I literally got a piece of garden hose that long, which fitted perfectly. I mean, you had to wet the pipe. It fitted perfectly over the pipe, and it took two ring seals on either end. Fixed.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that was it. Fixed.
I
Cured.
kid you not, when I was working on my modified tough truck back in March, we test run the thing, and it was running great, except the brakes were weak. And all of a sudden, my steering went out, and all I had was very little brakes, and I ended up hitting a tree.
Yeah. It's not
And it
good.
was because the brake booster was weak.
It's just
What is it with you and running into trees?
or turning
Oh,
upside
this was
down.
back in March, you already saw that.
Or turning upside down.
I haven't done that since 2016.
And let's hope you don't do that in future. So, but now I say it'll be nice to do something that people might appreciate. Yeah, I am fully aware that I am going to get every wannabe backyard mechanic commenting on all sorts of things. Oh, because it's like
Got one right here.
it's like you shouldn't be using that type of wrench. What's it? Yeah, it's just like mate, just because
I got one of those before. So.
I
Sorry,
can see
go
the
ahead.
sparkle in your eye when you're talking about it too. Now, like I've been watching over the last couple of months where you like the whole crypto thing is just kind of be draining your energy. Right now, you're like
Mate.
you're the most excited I've seen you in a while.
Oh, I am. I'm literally bugged to the fact where I've now this is literally typical me. I'm like, all right, I'm doing another channel. What do I need to buy? And it was like because I'm all geared up for talking head videos. And I had the audio sound, the video sound. I'm now doing something like, that Charlie does and that Justin does. I'm going outside with me shit and recording. So it's like, fuck, I need to buy that.
Yeah, I do that too.
But you're equipped to do that.
With my second channel.
I'm not equipped to do any of that. So it's like, right, I need a gimbal. I need to buy a new drone.
Nice.
I've bought a gimbal. I've gone and bought. I spent the whole of Sunday researching gimbals. I've got the Zion Smooth 2. That'll be here tomorrow. And I've bought the Rode mic that D was talking about that plugs into the iPhone.
But those are things you use in the trailer.
So
Do you go into anything slowly there,
No.
Neil?
no, mate. If I'm gonna do shit, and this has been me through the whole entirety of my life. It's like if I'm gonna do it, I'll do it. You know what I mean? Because
Just something that you don't need it, and sure you don't need it. But I watch that content, I'm like, gee, I've never seen anyone use like that's such smooth gimbal motion. Like it looked really awesome. I was really so awesome it looked. So you don't need it, but damn, it looks good.
yeah. It's like I was talking to Christine. I said I don't need. I can. I've got a perfectly good brand new iPhone there. I'm going to be recording everything on this 4K footage, 60 frames per second. Fine, but
You plan on editing from it too then, or are you gonna
no, it'll all be on the computer. But my problem is, if I'm going to record on the phone, I want it to be the best footage I can record on the phone. It's like audio, you know what I mean? We all know that I've fucking spend stupid money on buying stupid things and to make the audio sound better. Whereas, you know, could I have just done with the Yeti microphone? Yeah, I could have just done with the Yeti microphone. But, you know, I'm lucky enough to be able to go, right, okay, go and spend £300 or £400 on a mic, go and spend £400 or £500 on a mixer. You know, I am lucky enough to be able to go and do that. And I think if you can do it to him, because it's only going to improve the content that I put out. So I'd like it from the first step to be at least as my video editing is. I don't edit things. You know what I mean? I literally the crypto videos. I'll edit the words out that I fuck up, put them all together, and that's it, done. You know, you guys all do fancy editing, and you know, you look at VGuard stuff, and it's just like, oh damn, he's got like filters on it, and
that one that was posted the other day that Christina, I think, was sharing. VGuards, that's just freaking nuts.
It was amazing. It was, and I've said this to VGuard a few times. The stuff he puts out is visually beautiful, and it's just
actually
stunning.
on you too, Neil, because I was actually going to ask you when I saw it, going, did you get VGuard to edit this for you? Like, no. Well, I didn't say it to you, but I was thinking that, going, did you get VGuard to edit it?
Which my little
like a natural neck for it.
my little video thing. See, another thing with me is I have in ear. I'll have I know how it wants to look. Like I knew as soon as I done the video, the beginning where it went, I knew I wanted the logo to go big. And that's only because I've watched the likes of VGuard stuff, and it's like I want to try and emulate. You know, no way, shape, or form I will. You know, am I anywhere near VGuard? But I'll give it the best shot I've got. You know, and that little 10, that is amazing. That 10-second video took me from, I'd say 7 till, I'd say it probably took me 6 hours to do. But I will say this though, halfway through it, the hit film crashed and wiped the whole project out.
Oh.
Well, see, you said it took you 6 hours to do that 30-second video. Now you see why it takes me so long to do like a 2-hour video.
It's just amazing. It's just that the editing to me is brand new. You know what I mean? It literally is, but it's not new to you guys. It's like, to me, I know how to edit. You know what I mean? I can edit. I just don't edit. You know what I mean? I know the basics of editing. It's just to make it look good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We all know what we all
To play devil's advocate, though, Beanie, you could just put out one video a week of a time-lapse sketch.
It'd be like 5 hours long, though.
See, the problem is, like, to go on a bit of a tangent, but this is going to be explaining why I haven't uploaded anything in a while. I've got this weird, like, it's kind of like a cross between ADD and a cross between OCD, where I've been doing this video.
Is that like AC/DC?
And the actual. I've been like the recording. I don't know what I did wrong, but it played fine when I was like playing the game, but it recorded in like 5 frames per second. It was laggy so I've been spending way too much time doing it, but I've been just trying to figure out a way if I can actually get that 10 frames a second to look smoother and nicer, and it's just been taking so much time. But it's more like it's like a puzzle that I want to figure out. And like it's like I don't want to do anything else until I figured out this puzzle.
How long is the part where it's only recording at like 5 frames per second?
The whole video,
the whole video.
I was recording in the wrong settings, so I've got like some of the videos that I've recorded. I'm gonna have to just scratch because it's not worth my time. But because this one had it was a story and it was like a collaboration with a few other YouTubers, so. Like I didn't want to just scrap it all together, but it's like the recording session was about an hour, and I've narrowed it down to about 3 minutes of usable footage.
So why are you in a car today?
He's dogging. Doug Houston. Doug has just asked the same question in the chat.
That's why I'm re-asking it. He started saying it earlier, and then I interrupted him again and kind of blew off.
It's just because because I've been talking to, because I don't know anything about travels, cause like trying to figure out the whole how I'm going to get to Vid Summit, like times. I don't know anything about that, so I just went to visit a travel agent just to like ask him all the nitty gritty details that you don't really want to do over the phone or on an email. So just talk to them face to face.
You're not going to book through a travel agent, are you?
I don't know. I'm just getting quotes at the moment.
Because I done all mine online.
Yeah.
I literally did.
Probably the same.
It was just that sick because it saves so much. I mean, even to the point of like me going to London, because I've got to get the plane from London. I was like, right, shall I drive the van down there? Shall I stay in the van overnight? Park in the car park, and it was like, you've got fuel, and then it's £100 to park for the time you're in Vid Summit. And then I was like, okay, well, shall I get the train down there, which was like £120? Then you're going to need a hotel over the night. Then it's like, fucking hell, it's just mounting up, and then I can get
Is that before you've even touched the plane?
Yeah, and then I can get the bus from Liverpool, the overnight coach from Liverpool, straight into the terminal at Heathrow.
How
Return
far do you live from the airport?
5 hours
Holy
Really?
cow!
from Heathrow. Yeah,
Jeez, I only live like 15 minutes away from the airport.
yeah, but the only flight from London to LA, so I've got to get down to London from Liverpool.
But
Okay,
the
so
thing is,
that's not like
England
the
is so
only
tiny.
airport, right? Like you could take a closer airport to the airport that you're flying out of.
Yeah, but it still work out around about be about £150. Well, in fact, I could, but I couldn't because I looked into that because Manchester Airport fly down to Heathrow, but if the planes would have been 1 hour earlier, I'd have done the plane. But it basically works out that my flight is 10 a.m. and the flight from Manchester to Heathrow gets me there for 8 a.m. So it's like, do I have enough time between 8 and 10 to get off one plane, go and check in, get me baggage, and get on another plane? You know what I mean? That 2 hour time scale is I'm not happy. That's too risky.
No, I'm just going direct.
Yeah. So I mean, I can get
Through that 12 hours on the plane.
I can get the coach from Liverpool down to London and return for like £60.
I must underestimate how big England is, because I thought like it takes you 5 hours just to get to London to Germany. I thought it was all tiny. You get like from one end of England to the other end of England in an hour.
No, God, it's like so. In a car you can get to London in like 4 hours, but obviously you're going by coach, so add another hour onto that. But the good thing about it is
Come over and visit one day.
good thing about it, it's like the big luxury coaches. You know what I mean? You're not sitting on some sort of sweaty velour, sweaty seat. Or they're all air-conned and comfy, and it's late at night. She's back.
I'm so happy. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did you feed the hamster?
It was the internet company. Everybody was out. It was the whole area.
Oof.
Oof.
Wow.
It wasn't just me. I was like, God damn it, we just switched internet companies and But no, we're good.
That happens to us quite regularly.
The areas are out.
Yeah, and I think it's mainly I don't know if you can hear the thunder here. We're having a thunderstorm at the
I
minute.
heard that.
Did you hear that? Yeah, we're having. I'm
I thought
waiting.
that was just you moving something.
No, and it wasn't me farting either. We're having a. The worst thing is, it's so warm here right now. It's like I don't know what. It's like we're having Louisiana weather. So
I've heard that on Twitter.
yeah, so we've got all the windows open, but the only downfall to having all the windows open is England, I'd say, probably has more bugs and flying things than anywhere else in the world.
Do you know
Not
what
more than
Russia has?
Australia.
Russia has the most mosquitoes I've ever seen.
Oh, no,
So many that they actually make mosquito, like it looks like a tornado, but it's just clouds of mosquitoes circling around. I've never seen anything like it. They were showing it on a video.
I mean, I've got the two lights on at the back now, and I'm now looking at moths. I'm looking at daddy long legs. I'm looking at a flying beetle, I'm looking at loads of midgies. I'm also looking
When
at.
did you how come you didn't tell me you're living in Australia?
I'm also looking at another
Notice
different type of
the
moths.
nothing he said can kill you.
Yeah, but that's
That's how you know he's not in Australia.
Mosquitoes and malaria.
Man, none of
True.
these, mate, none of these have even got the common cold, let alone malaria.
What's the temperature over there at the moment?
Right now, I don't know. It's sticky warm.
Sticky.
Sticky warm. It's not.
I just want to say how England interprets sticky warmth compared to Australia.
Right now it's 73. No,
What's that in Celsius?
it's 73 now with 80% humidity, and in the other fella numbers it is. Oh no, it's 22, which is.
That's comfy.
Yeah, to you it's comfy. I had this conversation with Christina today. For you guys, the weather we're having now, you're all like, oh, what are you... It's like, it's fine. But,
This
right,
past weekend it was 110.
right, so you imagine you having your normal temperature, I'd say like,
Yeah.
say your normal temperature is 25 to 30, right? Now imagine randomly through the year, it went from 25 up to 46 for like a weekend.
Yeah.
That's basically what's happened in the UK, because we're used to like 18s, 17s, and then it goes up to like 22, and it's like, wow, what the fuck, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Oh, here he is.
Modern
Oh, yeah.
tech.
Ting.
Hey, Eric.
Hey.
Did you see in the video today I mentioned the light bulb and I mentioned your channel and I put your video in there and everything? I did that today on my video.
Why have you just turned into a child?
Because I was so excited because I got a Christmas present.
Do we all talk like that?
I got present. I got present.
What the fuck's that? What are you doing? What's that?
Do you really
Jello
want to
shot.
know what he's doing with that? Because I'm not so sure I do.
It's a Jello shot.
Do I need to bend over?
You probably like that.
No, probably would. Have you got a bigger one?
Pretty damn big.
That's what she said.
Oh,
Oh, by
lady in the room.
the way, is no one noticed the new Launchpad Astronomy? I tell you what, he's upgraded his t-shirts. These aren't cotton.
Did he put a little bit of a blue thing up there? Looks like,
Yeah.
Is that Alfred Teespring?
yeah, because he was
Is that
showing me
Teespring?
so he didn't go with the
I'm not.
the thing going through the shirt.
No, that's.
Where did you order that from?
I can't remember, but it was 2 months ago I ordered it.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
it took
okay.
forever.
But it's that. Do you know like the Under Armour tops, like that sort of shiny, like stretchy material? It's that material. It's like that.
I like them
There's a
material,
big
but I can't
nonsense he was
ever
trying to
wear it
figure that
otherwise.
out.
My fire fader goes off. I have to change it.
It's nice.
I like the material. I can't wear it.
It's nice, but this is the extra large. Sorry, this is the 2XL.
Oh.
And to be honest with you, it's a bit, it's a bit tight, like round here.
Yeah, but you're built like
You're just showing off your muscles.
No, but it's for a 2XL. It's not. I expected a 2XL to be. I'd say I was just over an XL. So a 2XL is kind of loose. It's kind of nice. It doesn't hug your belly. Which I don't need me belly hugging. You know what I mean? That's the one area I don't want hugging. Don't hug me belly. But it's
What about somebody touching your belly button?
No, I'd fucking punch them right in the fucking face and I'd burn them alive. I would tie them to the back of my car and I would fucking drag them round the town.
I don't even know how my family and him got in this conversation, but he started talking about. I don't even know what brought this up, but he started saying if anybody gets near his belly button, that he like actually started like retching. He was going. He doesn't like anybody looking at his belly button. It was so funny.
Why do you have an innie or an outie?
He doesn't have anything.
So what else? What we were talking about before we got into this?
No, we're talking about your belly button issues.
It's an innie, but I've also got like a small belly button hernia.
So we should touch it.
You can, I mean, you can touch it. I just hope you're fucking heavily insured because you'll end up with no fucking teeth, and I'll fucking no one will recognize you after I have severely. I'll just pick you up by your feet and I'll just Thanos you, just every tum 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 tum.
Like the Hulk.
Even someone the size of Eric, I mean, he's like fucking 9 foot tall. You wouldn't. I'd take him to the ground if he touched my.
Don't mess with me.
I
I got my syringe.
That syringe went near my belly button, mate. I'd tell you, you and me will be in the car park.
I have a question for you, Eric.
Yo, what's up?
So I connected my light bulb and it worked with the app once. Then it disconnected. Then I tried to reconnect it. And every time I've tried to reconnect it since then, it's actually worked less than it did the time before.
Really, that's weird. Do you know if you have a 2.4 gigahertz network or 5.0?
How do I know?
I should
You would have to go into the router and find out.
I should imagine you're running a 2.5 gigahertz. But then again, I have seen your router, and your router is the size of a suitcase.
I have a new one.
That'll definitely be
Hard to tell.
That'll be 2.5.
But if it connected once, it should be 2.4. So,
It'll say on the back of the router, won't it? 2.4 gigahertz.
not all of them. Some might, some might not.
That's what mine says.
Fuck all.
I can't tell.
Nothing.
I see Ethernet ports.
Yeah, there on the bottom.
Set up. There's your password.
Oh, cool.
No,
Oh boy.
I don't think we're close enough to Robbie.
I can see
Right?
serial number.
6, 7.
Not that, so I don't care.
I don't see it.
No, it's not on there.
No.
I guess it's probably a 1 then, or the lowest one that there is.
2.4 is the most common right now.
Well,
Yeah.
it's brand, like we just had this internet put in.
But tell
Someone
Beanie
got a Facebook message.
what size internet you're on now.
Do you want me to do my speed
Am I
test?
gonna hate you?
Gig,
have a gig.
a gig.
Well, you got 1 gig internet.
Yes.
I hate you.
That's crazy.
Don't you love me?
You have to move over there.
Okay. I have a house you can a little rental house.
I can probably withstand Trump for 1 gig internet.
You just mentioned Trump, haven't you? Someone have you seen the news in England?
Oh yeah. How's that going?
Yes,
for
that
you?
guy. He's like the English version of Trump.
I pay no attention. I just know that he's an absolute fuck nugget. That's
Saw it on what's that guy's name? The Philip DeFranco. They showed him.
Yeah. Hey Neil,
And,
do you watch The Last Leg?
no, mate.
Okay, because they usually the only real reason why I know who he is because they're always taking the piss out of him on The Last Leg.
He's just an idiot, you know what I mean? And he's a proper idiot as well.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
What's an improper idiot? Just wondering.
You know what's gonna be funny though? Boris is gonna have to meet the Queen.
He'll have met the Queen a million times, right? He's in Parliament.
Not only that, it's like she's got an American living in her house now, so
Well, yeah, true.
I'm trying to find. So someone put a picture.
she knows all about low class. She's got an American in there now.
There we go. Someone put this picture on Facebook before.
Mini Trump.
Yeah, and the pair of them will get on like a house on fire because one is clinically insane and the other one is certified insane.
Yeah.
They will literally get on. He's just the only people that like him are people who have got a 7-figure salary.
And the people who are starved for entertainment.
He's just, I just don't understand. I don't know anything about British politics. I know
Yeah.
that bird in charge is Theresa May, and I know.
Have you seen the guy who played Golem and he did like an impersonation of her?
Yes.
I've seen that. Yeah,
That was good.
yeah, that was
I
really good.
can't see her in any other way now.
No, I can't. She's a horrendous looking thing. Oh man, if she was if I was on a desert island with her and it was left between me and her to rebirth the human race, I think I'd have to
Let it
kill
go.
her. I'd have to eat her. I just couldn't. I don't know how that kind of vagina's got teeth.
Jesus.
She's horrible. She's just. But none of them are even. I mean, you look at your president, and okay, he's a bit mad. He's outspoken. He clearly doesn't give a fuck about nothing or anything. He doesn't care. But then you come to England and you look at the people who are in charge in our place, and you couldn't get. They're like they don't have opinions. They're like the biggest. They sit on the fence more than a budgie. There's just
What's a budgie?
a bird.
It's a bird.
Oh.
Did they fly around in Australia native budgies?
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, do they have budgies in other countries? Because they're actually native birds.
No, people keep them as pets over here.
Yeah.
But I know I was pretty sure that in Australia they are
Native.
natives. Right, what I was going to say something as well. Somebody put me onto a video creator before that. I watched one of his videos on that really thin girl.
Ah, yeah. My cup of tea.
And then I ended up starting to watch other videos and other videos and other videos. And
Went down the spiral.
I did go down a bit of a. What's his name, Christina?
I'm sorry, what?
No.
Something.
What's his name?
Dawson?
Shane Dawson. I went down a Shane Dawson wormhole before. After watching his video with that young girl, we then started watching the TanaCon video, and
Oh God.
Right, but the thing is that the reason that Neil started on this is because I made him watch I go, look at this girl. I mean, I think she's gonna die. I said, and then he turned it on. He's like, Jesus, and like literally right after that, she went on Twitter, said that she was gonna go get some help. And then I said,
Yeah.
remember that girl that I said was gonna die? She went and got help. He's like, really? I said, yeah, she was on the Shane Dawson video.
she
Yeah,
does.
I was watching something. I watched the Philip DeFranco video, but because I watched maybe like the first minute. I'm like, nah, this is gonna be too heavy. I don't want to watch this video. And yeah, I kind of get what he said. Some other people saying that like, what her friends have been doing is exactly what the Rewired Soul was doing, which is why everyone's pissed off. Like basically airing all her public grievance, like her issues. In the vein of going, oh yeah, we're just trying to help her, and like, no, you're telling everyone in the world she's anorexic. Yeah, sure, she probably is, but that's her own demons to deal with.
Yeah.
If she wants to get help, she can get help, but airing it out as public information, that's the most fucked up thing you can do.
I'll say one thing about the girl though. When with the interview she done with Shane Dawson, she just comes across as the nicest person ever. She's just because even Shane Dawson said to her, you know, he said obviously you've got an eating disorder, and I'm not going to go into what you ate of a daytime because it clearly couldn't have been much, but her energy levels are through the roof. You know what I mean? She's got so much energy.
You gotta remember
Mind
though,
you,
that-
Robin Williams also had energy through the roof.
Yeah, mate, but he didn't look like he'd just come out of Auschwitz.
What you
Yeah,
also
but
have to remember
more like-
though is that she probably saves up all of her little bit of energy that she does have for when she's on camera.
I know even her mum was saying she's a bag of beans. She's literally got non-stop energy, and it's like she's got perfect teeth. Her hair's lovely, and they would all things. I mean, she must have good genetics. She never had any.
Well, she's naturally pretty skinny and always has.
Yeah.
I used to watch some of her videos a long time ago, and yeah, like it's crazy. So like even when she first got on YouTube, she was naturally really skinny, and like even Shane Dawson shows one of her pictures when she was like 8 or something. Super intense too. So it's like her body just kind of.
What was that?
Someone was vacuuming somewhere.
He doesn't know.
It wasn't me.
Charlie, is that you? Is that you?
No, it's not Charlie. Charlie's the innocent one in
It
this.
sounded like he broke up. That's all.
It was just like. It did
I
sound
hear
like. But no, she does look like she's put a little bit of weight on. And I'm made up for it. You know, she's.
And I hope that she is too, because that, you know.
She's a really nice kid, you know. And you know, it's just good. And then I started watching the TanaCon one, which I've yet to finish that one. I want to watch the rest of that because that's just shady. But
I haven't watched any of his videos except for the one that he put out on Friday.
me and Christina were talking before. What do you all make of the van girl?
Ugh.
I haven't even watched any of it. I don't
Me
even
either.
know what it is.
You don't know
I
what?
saw it advertised on Facebook through advertisement companies, and I refuse to watch those videos.
It's not. Like
It's not on
everybody's
Facebook.
so incredibly okay. So there's a couple YouTubers that are actually van people, and
There's a lot of them.
Hang on.
And-
Before you go into it, right?
Okay.
What I'll give you my personal thoughts on it. I think she's very clever. I think she's well educated. I think she's either been actor trained, and she's just come up with a great idea. Obviously, she's got help from other YouTubers on how to do it, but I think it's predominantly her. I think she has someone to edit the videos, but I think it's predominantly her, and she's just been really lucky, and it's worked for her. And that's my opinion.
And I think that a lot of people, like other creators talking about it, has pushed a lot of that,
Exactly.
those views and stuff too. And I don't think that she put advertisements out. I think that other companies grabbed onto them and turned them into advertisements.
She
But
doesn't have
have you-
monetization on yet. She doesn't
Right,
even have
but-
monetization on yet, so that
I saw it on Facebook 3 times from 3 different
What's
companies.
her what's her actual YouTube channel? Because I've looked at her Instagram.
I can't remember. So what's
it's
what?
Janelle. Just
Janelle
type in van
Alfron-
life, and she's like the third video down.
Janelle Alfonso or something like that. So what's your personal opinion on it, Chris?
Me?
Yeah.
Originally, I thought she, basically won the YouTube lottery. And then I started listening to other people, and I was like, oh, well, this is a setup. But then like some other people that are in the van life community, they say we've known her for years. She's called us personally on redoing several things in her van. We know her. So no, she's not a plant, or some people were like, oh, YouTube set her up so that way she could promote stuff, and they needed to fill in the spot. No, that isn't the case. She is very knowledgeable in social media, and she knew how to get clicks on things like Instagram.
What was her following on Instagram before
Is her
these
name
videos?
10,000? She had 10,000 subscribers on Instagram prior, and what she was promoting on her thing was, you could see all of our pictures. They're all pretty much the same kind of filter. She knew what she was doing when she made those kinds of pictures, and
Right.
she even did a post like 3 months prior saying, will I make a YouTube channel? No one will ever know, and if she got,
hyped it.
right. So if she got, let's just say she got 800 unique people to go watch her video
Yeah.
from Instagram, unique followers, never been on YouTube before. and they showed up. YouTube rewards those people. They reward the people that bring unique viewers much
Right.
more than someone that's been on the platform for a period of time and watches a video. So she brought 800 in that hadn't been there before. They're going to deliver it out to 800 plus more, 1600, and then 1600 people are like, what's this? And then they start clicking and watching. It's just
Right.
that's all it took.
Snowballed.
So I quickly looked at it, and her first video was like 3 million views. Her second video was the bigger one.
Mhm.
So did that first one take off by itself, or
The
that
first
second
one, she put it out before July. It was way before July 4th. And the first day that she had it out, it had 800 and something views.
Okay.
And
But that
no.
second video produced the views for the first one.
After the first one came out, YouTube probably just said, okay, her first one did really well. We're going to put out the second one, and we're going to put it in front of as many different people that actually are on the platform and say, push it to them and
Right.
see if they'll click on it. And they did, and they watched it.
Right.
It wouldn't surprise me if she had help, but I do think that she did it by herself. I'm not saying that she didn't have help, but I don't think she, spent a year, crafting this, strategic plan to make these videos so that we're going to take over the world. Maybe she did. If she did, kudos to her. She freaking won. She did the right thing,
Is her name
Right.
Ginty?
Excuse me?
Doesn't sound
Is
familiar.
her name Ginty?
No, it's
Okay.
Janelle. Jennelle.
Janelle Alfredo or something like that.
I don't even know.
No,
Janelle.
Alfredo's the name of her cat. Alfredo's the name of her son.
Lana. Janelle Alana.
Snake.
Yeah. No, I was
And she's
looking at her,
cute.
like,
She's super pretty. She's
Right,
got.
and she's in a towel in her second video in front of a van.
Which is
Yeah,
going
you
to
know
be.
what? That made me laugh though, because I'm like, oh, you mean that YouTube didn't demonetize her because she's in a towel?
Well, she's
'Cause-
not monetized to begin with.
Yeah, but they still
look at
they
her
still
Instagram.
suppressed that video. I had fantastic momentum on that video.
Yeah, but you were
Had,
you were
like,
nearly
10
naked.
Since then.
You were showing more skin. The towel only shows her shoulders and her head.
Oh, right. So she only has 2 videos.
Or
Yeah,
midriff. You showed your midriff. That was it.
that's
Yeah, that belly button, man.
and fuck off.
Belly
I
button.
can't get it now.
I've decided that, well, me and my channel manager have decided that that's going to be my first thumbnail.
It is.
Are you gonna be in a bikini?
No, I'm
No,
just going to be
it's just
I'm going
gonna
to
be
be in a
a towel.
towel, but I'm going to be
right.
I'm going to be holding.
You should dude, that'd be awesome.
I am.
He's gonna do it.
The first video is going to be on the shower that's in the van.
Just call it Van Boy.
Just do a robe instead. Like a
No.
human robe.
Just a thong.
No,
Or a
no. The
thong.
funny part is gonna be in the towel.
The towel, and I'm going
Yeah,
to
go.
So,
see you, Charlie.
How funny
Yeah,
if
you
that
see ya.
blew up?
Bye, Charlie.
I'm going to be in a towel, and I'm going to have a towel wrapped around my head, and I'm going to be holding a toilet scrubber.
That's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, next to the van. So the van will be in the back with the shower running, and then I'll be next to it. Like,
You need to put the kid
Do you have a
in
toilet in there by
stuff.
chance?
no,
Oh, okay.
no, it's too small. It's only a T4, so
But you have a kitchen.
Mhm.
A sink? You have a sink?
Speaking of cute,
Like-
look at this chick.
Looks like Lucy.
Just adorbs.
Lucy.
the bouncing bean.
I know. I don't
Um,
know why she's so hyper. I don't know who she gets that from.
it's the popsicles from like the minute she wakes up.
Look, she eats like 6 popsicles a day.
Well, I spoke to her yesterday. She'd been up like 10 minutes, and I was like, "Why is your mouth blue?" And she was like, she was still half asleep. She was like, "I've just had a popsicle." I was like, "You're not even
Tongue
awake.
is red.
You're not even awake yet, and you've had a popsicle." And she was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
So me and our Daisy were just laughing. But yeah, that's gonna be the first thumbnail. So what were you saying, Eric? What's in the van?
Yeah, no. I
Watch-
was thinking.
Watch the
You know,
videos.
if you had a toilet, you can have like a plunger like how to unclog, a toilet in a van or something. I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some. There's gonna be some. The good thing about it is that I can do serious videos, and I can do funny videos, and I can do
Yeah.
whatever videos I want, and just. I can,
And you enjoy it too, right?
yeah, I love it, mate. I love.
Right. So that's your passion. You're
Yeah.
going to do awesome.
I mean, you've only got to go on my, like Christina said, you've only got to go on my Instagram, scroll back for the past 3 years, and there's me outdoors, there's the van this, the van that, and I think
That's what pissed me off about all this. I was like, oh my God, if you had just, because we've been talking
Yeah.
about it. And I told him, I'm like, you're just not like into this anymore, but don't quit YouTube. Because he was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I'm like, you just got to find the thing. Like, why don't you talk about your video? Like, we have been talking about this for almost like a month.
yeah.
Him doing this. And he's been
Yeah.
like seriously doing, like getting everything together. And this girl blows up. I'm like, oh, for hell. I mean, like, really? Like, she blows up when you are about to launch your channel. That is a piss.
But you know
And
they're
we're gonna
doing.
think that's what he did. Is like, oh, he saw her and then he just jumped the bandwagon. But that's not the case at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but I mean, those van videos, they've been like, we've been all watching Nick's streams for like months, if not years, and I've seen plenty of van life channels.
yeah. They
long
do pop
before
in.
This girl showed up.
I mean, I'm not going to go down the lines of I'm living in the van full time because I still don't believe. I mean, not in the UK, maybe in America, yes, but I don't believe there is not many people living in a van in the UK full time. There's not many. With the weather, the country's too small, the weather's too shit. I just don't.
At least America, you can travel around and be in 70-degree weather all
Yeah,
year round.
and you can go and get.
Campgrounds. You have a lot of campgrounds.
Yeah,
there?
but a lot of the campgrounds they shut from October to March
Gotcha.
because the weather just goes shit, and if they let people on, it would just be a mud pitch, wouldn't it? So
Alright, y'all. Well, I think I'm gonna head on off of here right now, and I shall talk to you guys all later.
You have to poop.
No,
I
Oh.
gotta get
actually
going
gonna
too.
hop on and play Xbox with a couple of my friends. So.
Oh, okay. Grown up stuff.
No, I
It's
did
my
grown
wife.
up stuff building a damn boat today, so my brain needs to kind of shut off for a while. So,
catch you later.
Later,
Sure.
Tater.
Justin, adios. I'm not too far behind. I gotta get going. Tonight's my wife's birthday.
Oh.
Later, when you're setting it up,
Okay.
and see if that works.
Okay.
But did you connect it like to your Wi-Fi, or you're still using the bulb's Wi-Fi?
Well, it told me to turn select on my phone to select their
The Wise. The
the
Wise.
Wise Wi-Fi. So that's what I did. Once it did the
Okay.
3 flashes. Like I said, the first time it worked, and then I was showing Eddie it, and then I went to go turn it off, and then turn it back on. Then it stopped. So I was like, okay. So then I had it forget the device. Then I had it to redo it again, and then it wouldn't the how like you can change the mood or whatever. Those little sliders weren't showing up at all, and then it kept connecting and disconnecting and connecting and disconnecting. So I was like,
Interesting.
but whatever. All I know is that the light that comes out of there, that's the default light, which is that really kind of blue light.
Yeah.
I like it all so much better than the bulbs that are in there, the soft yellow light, because it always makes me look like I have jaundice. So I prefer that blue light.
Well, hopefully you get it working. Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm excited.
They're pretty cool. I like them.
They do look good.
Mm.
They do look really good.
And they're not expensive, so that's the nice thing.
Yeah, I was surprised when you mentioned how cheap they were, and I was like, wow, that's really good for the price of them.
Right. They're about to release their plugs, their smart plugs. I just got notice today they're going to hopefully send them to me.
Would you be able to see? No, you won't be able to. Will you? Can you control your lights from like outside the home?
From your app on your phone.
Yeah.
So say you were in, say I connected to say I had Christine's phone like thing connected, could I control her lights from my house in England?
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's pretty cool. Because remember Apple bringing those ages, like smart homes, like turn the lights on the bedroom when you're away from home and make it look like there's people
It
in.
has
Like-
a function on there.
I've actually like got packages or friends like bring over stuff. They ring the Ring doorbell, and I'll tell them I'm not home. Go put it in the garage, and I can open the garage remotely, and they can have access to the garage.
Oh, that's cool.
Hey, Neil, I want you to know that my Facebook person went ahead and erased his comment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the whole thread's gone.
Damn.
And they inboxed me and apologized.
Neil wins.
Yep.
No, but basically,
All right, guys, I gotta run.
catch
Tell
it.
your wife
So-
happy birthday from us.
Thank you.
Thank
will.
you again for my light bulb. I'm very grateful.
You're welcome. So
Very grateful.
hopefully you get it working. So
It will. I'll get it to go. It's
Yeah.
something I probably did. I'm sure.
so we were. She's having a party, so I had to test the Jello shots to make sure they were good.
Yeah. Were they
Is
satisfactory?
Is there alcohol in them?
Oh yeah.
He does look a bit smiley.
I'm always smiling. All right, guys, have a great night.
Go enjoy.
See you guys.
See you later, mate. Ta-ra, bud.
Yeah.
Just the
Beanie.
three of us. This is how we started.
I've missed you, Bean.
Oh, I feel love.
Well, you should. 'Cause when you're not around, I'm like, where is Beanie?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I've also been just like sort of taking time away from internet and computers, just like in like, because that's one of the things I'm thinking about a lot this year. That I've been spending so much time on the internet, and back before I had back before like in the 90s and early 2000s, I was making much more stuff, and then it just kind of stopped happening once I had so much easy access to the internet. I'm just like, I stopped using it so much and was trying to focus back onto just like
Life.
my old self. Yeah.
That's exactly why Neil started his new channel.
Yeah.
Because he was like, I spend too much time in front of this damn computer, and it's depressing me. He said it was making him
Yeah.
depressed.
Yeah, let's see.
And I kind of took a little bit of like because Neil said, sometimes Neil says things that are it's a little harsh. And it hurts and it makes you in a shitty mood. But then you start thinking about it a little bit later and you're like, huh. And he's like, I like making moments with my kids instead of, buying them stuff. You guys buy too much stuff. I was like, you know what?
Oh, is
You know,
is
I'm
is
not
this one of our many arguments we have?
Oh, we have tons of them. So, but I'm like, I may not agree with everything you said, but you know what? I need to do more shit with my kids, like real stuff,
I don't think it's a fact that you need to do. I think we all would need to do a bit more.
Whatever.
You know what I mean? No, I think
I did.
I
I went out to the Clark's Creek and I took my kids out there, and I'm going to do that again this weekend. So, my friend Christian Reddy. Hi, Christian Reddy, the blow up star.
hang on. Can I just that T-shirt he's wearing there looks cotton. It looks cheap cotton.
Oh, I don't know if he can talk. I guess he can only hear us.
Just
I can talk.
nod.
Oh.
Oh God.
He's
Oh.
doing teacher duty.
Oh, I think he's. What is it? Is it a celebration of knowledge?
No.
Okay.
Launchpad astronomy workshop for writers.
Oh.
Oh.
So a load of dyslexic learning off a YouTuber. Can I just ask you a question, and you can confirm this with a nod or a shake of the head? Is your T-shirt like the stretchy material?
Yeah. It's what's the word I'm looking for?
Rayon?
Polyester.
Cause mine come with muscles. Did you not get the one with muscles? Wow. charming.
He's learning from you.
He's
Neil.
learning-
Look what you did that to him. You made him use the
And
middle.
then, hang on, he's been a bitch plenty of times to people. He
I've
knows.
never seen him use the finger though.
No, I must say,
on his
I have never been fingered by Christian.
Oh, oh.
Not live, anyway.
So gross. Gross.
So it's the good old Launchpad Astronomy Writers course, eh?
Yeah, this is the thing that we do every year. It's our workshop for writers. This year.
I feel like I'm in the CIA.
You know, they write science fiction, they write young adult, they write all kinds of different genres. We have a couple of game developers here, game producers, video game producers. We also have, I think we have a television writer here. I can't remember or not. So yeah, we've got a bunch of people, basically creative professionals that learn astronomy, and so we teach it to them.
Cool.
That's pretty cool. It's nice.
But I saw you were in a shirt. Yeah, you do look better at it.
Mate, I'll be honest with you. It came like it's taken 2 fucking months to come. Oh, so long. And then I got a card through the other day, and I thought it was me teeth that had arrived. Because there was an international charge, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll go down. I'll go and get this.
Good night, Patty.
Good night, Patricia. And then it gets there today, and I was like, oh, it's a flat package. You know, it must be a T-shirt. It's Christine's T-shirt. And then I opened it, and I was like, oh my god, this is just mega quality.
Glad you like it. No?
I'm well impressed. I mean, it's
I really like the way it came out.
yeah, it's turned out really well.
So anyway, just wanted to say hi to you guys. I missed you all.
Oh,
I really had a
we miss you too.
We miss you.
He's going.
Ready.
No.
We thought you were just getting too big for your britches and you couldn't talk to us as little peons anymore.
Yeah, you wait until next week, ready. I've got 1 million subscribers waiting for me.
Are you at 30? Have you bypassed
30K.
Dean Niman yet?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't checked.
Oh, we need to look.
Yeah, we now that we've changed the Discord title of that area to just everyone's.
All right, D Niman's at 40K.
Oh, then
Oh, okay.
Oh, that needs some oil.
Mm-hmm. He's at almost at 41,000. D Niman is.
yeah,
What?
D's gonna be way ahead. Just
For a month.
and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the thing about it, he's had Nick to help him. You've had.
I was gonna
stars
say
and
he had a
planets.
push. You did this all by yourself. There's a big friggin' difference.
I had you to help me.
Well, we didn't make your content.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he didn't. But he does have a massive advantage that he's been streaming with Nick. He's been able to tell all of Nick's 300,000 subscribers, "Oh, my brother's doing a mobile content." You know, you go, you know.
You know, he's producing great content.
He,
You know what I mean? It's
he
like
is.
He's producing content that, to borrow that term, adds value.
Yeah.
He's not just regurgitating anything his brother's saying.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, he's
creating-
doing his own thing.
He's-
He's definitely
I-
doing that.
He's approaching it from an angle and a niche, and he's really just dialing it in really well. So.
Yeah.
To be honest, to be totally honest with you, the way D delivers his videos and the way he explains them and the back setting and all that, I think he does a better job than Nick. I prefer watching D's videos than I do watching Nick's videos. D's are just, I don't know whether it's just the background he uses. I don't know whether it's the way he.
I don't say one is better than the other. I just think they're different. I get
different
value
things.
from both of them.
They just for me, D's just they just kind of feel. They do. I mean, yeah, the difference. But to say that if I had to pick one to watch, I would watch D's and then watch Nick's.
I think D's sort of give a more casual vibe. Not like casual, but like, it's
More relatable.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, it could be.
Not even relatable. just relaxed.
Yeah, it could be. It could be that. It's but I mean, I watched his video on the road mic for the iPhone the other day, and I was straight on eBay, like literally 30 seconds later, bought.
I would whenever they said, oh, he's gonna create a channel, and would you go over there and subscribe to his channel? I absolutely flat out refused until he had a video out, because I'm like, this is silly. Why would I ever subscribe to a blank channel to somebody I don't
Meanwhile,
know?
I was waiting there for like a year.
Yeah, I said it took me it did take me a year to get to 100 subscribers.
You guys are
And- So I went ahead and as soon as he put out his first video and I watched it, of course I subscribed right away. But I flat out refused until he put out a video. I wasn't going to do it because there's so many people that say they're going to do stuff and they never do crap, you know.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah, but you do stuff. I mean, it may not be as often as others, but I have to show you guys something because I'm pretty excited about this. You see my new thumbnail template with the black?
Yeah, I really like the
Yeah.
thumbnail.
Okay,
that was
so
really like that. I noticed that. I was like, man.
okay, so vidIQ, Jeremy Vest has said that black backgrounds have been getting a lot more clicks than any other color background.
Really?
If you make your backgrounds more predominantly black, they're saying that you're more likely to get a click. So I still wanted to add my branding colors, and my friend the Urban Explorer made this background for me because I had the other template like this one, so we kind of just changed it up just a little bit and then just
It was challenging. I just took the background color out.
yeah, exactly.
No, we to be fair though, when you mentioned that to me, like, oh, I want to try black thumbnails, and I was like, fucking, you kidding me? It's like,
Yeah, it works well.
so I just messed around on Photoshop, made a couple of thumbnails, sent them over, and then later on that night I was in work and I just opened the Discord messages on my phone, and I was looking at them and I was like, they look really nice. They just popped out the phone, and I was like,
They look really sharp.
I was like, this is a clever goose we're dealing with here.
Well, as soon as he said that, I was like, I'm just gonna stick with that and see how that works for a little while. But they also said that two faces are better than one in a thumbnail image. So and I started looking at my analytics, and one of my videos that continuously gets not a lot of clicks, but it seems to consistently get clicks, is one that I have that's called Dual Agency, and it's two of me. I'm literally like shaking hands with myself, and that one continuously gets views. It doesn't stay stagnant.
So two faces are better than one.
Two faces are better than one.
That must be why Roberto does so well.
Fascinating.
So I just thought I'd share that little bit of information from the vidIQ.
Are you going to be? Are you keeping the Christina Smallhorn name, or are you going to be?
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah,
I may
I
as well.
decided I was
It
going to go.
works.
I was going to keep my name.
I like it.
Okay.
So guys, I gotta get back in there. We're gonna take people up. Well, it's still a little bit light out, but we're gonna take people up to the rooftop and let them look through the telescopes. If you're still on, I'll try to.
I was like, can you take us? Can you do the whole? We're going live to England and Australia.
I want to see your telescope, Christian.
It's big, baby.
Wow. You just best fuck off right now.
So anyway, let me sign off. I'll try to be joining you if you guys are still on, but at this point it might not be for like another half hour or so.
So we'll have to stay on now.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
I'm sure the three of us can chat shit for half an hour.
Oh, that can happen.
That can definitely happen.
I think it's only us three watching this live stream anyway.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think it is. But we'll just leave it on anyway. Who cares? It's just like being on Discord chat, but just no one's really. I mean, I don't even have to be a financial advisor anymore. That I'm not.
Yeah. I'm excited for you. I can't wait to see your first video. I'm super excited.
Yeah, I'm just kind of pumped.
Mr. Bean, what is it that you use to edit with? What is your program that you edit with?
Well, I've been using Premiere Pro, but I was having a chat with my my brain is going to blank for a second. It'll be with me like maybe 1 or 2 seconds as I feel my brain's going to like. Kathy Arts. She's like saying that she's been using this other video editing app, and I'm debating whether I might try it out because I don't know.
What would
Sometimes
just
the video editor can be a little bit too complicated. Sometimes you don't need it to be so complicated. So I'm just like, kind of maybe another video editing app might make my videos a lot more entertaining to edit.
I don't know.
so what do you use now?
Premiere Pro.
Is that Adobe?
Yeah,
Yes.
Because I'm
it's good with the time rescaling though.
I've been using I use Final Cut Pro, but Neil has a PC and he was using HitFilm Express. And the other day when he was
Yeah,
doing that intro,
and it always
crashed.
free, isn't it?
it always crashes. That wasn't a random thing.
right?
You've got to get in when you're using HitFilm. You've got to get into the knack of constantly saving. Like every other move, you save. But you know yourself, once you start getting into things, and you're like, "Yo, I'll do this, I'll do that, and I'll change that, and I'll put that layer in here," and you forget to save, and then you get the spinny wheel of death, and you're like, "Ah, fuck! Everything I've just done for the past half an hour has gone."
Have you,
Michael Daniels uses Pinnacle Studio
Or Camtasia.
That feels good.
See, I've got obviously the Adobe. You know, I've got Adobe Auditions, and I've got Photoshop off Adobe on the monthly thing. And I'm like,
Yeah.
how much extra will it be for Premiere Pro?
Well, technically, the monthly thing isn't monthly; it's a yearly thing.
Yeah,
And
but
here's
you
the
you
thing
pay
about
monthly,
that.
don't you?
Here's the thing about that. Like, I bought Final Cut Pro.
Yeah.
And anytime there
Yeah.
is a update or anything, I don't have to pay anything extra. I paid the flat fee and that's it.
Yeah.
And I don't. By the time you pay those monthly fees, you're paying quadruple what you could have just paid for one time.
But you
I
can
think that's a hose.
you can buy like Photoshop like on its own, but it's like $1,000, isn't it?
I didn't think you could.
You don't. No.
Not anymore. You can't.
It's not available.
It's a monthly
Not
thing.
available in that format anymore.
It used to be though, didn't it? Because it used
Yeah,
to be. It
years
was
ago.
ridiculous prices. It was like £600 or £700. It was like fuck.
Right. You
Where-
can't. You have to do the monthly thing now.
Where's the copy version? I need to actually look into to see what the price of because I'm going to be doing more editing. There's no two ways about it. I'm going to be, I will be doing more editing, and I can't be.
I will say though, with all the fighting about that acquiring certain softwares requires, it's just easy to just do it like just purchasing and just going it that way.
I just find Adobe's it can be so expensive. I'm
We're
just
Yeah.
spinning.
pardon.
The thing that's
We're
really pissing
spinning.
me off
Oh,
about
never
it
mind.
is
We're
that
not
you
spinning.
can't do like different packages. They used to have like the video editing package, the photo editing package, the web development package. You can't do that anymore. It's like you either buy one app or all the apps. It's like, what if I don't want all the apps? What if I just want what if I want 3 apps? Like if I want Photoshop, Premiere, and like Illustrator, you have to get Audition and all the others.
Look, see now they know I'm looking into buying it because I've just opened it up now, and it's normally £49.94 pound a month.
That's ridiculous.
That's for all the Adobe apps. That'll be Photoshop, Lightroom Pro, Adobe Auditions.
Yeah.
It'll be all their apps, but they're now doing an offer for £30 a month, which gets you the full Creative Cloud, all apps, 25 desktop and mobile apps, easy to follow tutorials, 100 gig of cloud storage, and 1,500 fonts, file sharing. See, it's like
That's so much
But it's still
money a
yearly,
month.
isn't it? Is it yearly, or is it like, is it how they spin it, where like they make you think that you're only buying it monthly, but you're actually buying it yearly? It's like a yearly contract, but you pay it monthly.
You have to look that up.
Yeah,
hang on, I'm paying
because I was reading the terms of service, and like
I'm paying
there is
30.
no like monthly. If you want to cancel it after say 2 months, you still have to pay the rest of the contract out. So you're still paying the 12 months, even if you only wanted to use it for 2 months.
I'm paying £30.34 a month anyway.
I thought they reduced that price for you.
No, I got Photoshop for like ridiculous, for like £3.90, didn't I?
Uh-huh.
Because Adobe was like 20 something pound a month. Then you'd add the VAT on and shit like that, and it, so I got Photoshop for like, I think it was something like £3.50 or something stupid. So I pay now £30.34 a month. But they're saying here, get 39% off today. Offer ends 31st of August. It's the same price as what I'm. That makes no sense.
Because £30 is about $60 Australian.
But here's the thing, though, Neil. Okay, so basically they're saying you're going to get it for the same amount of money. They're trapping you because, like, after a year, you're going to be used to only using that, and then they're going to bump it up to the extra price, whatever the higher price, and they're going to be like, well, that's what it is. That was just an introductory price. Now you're going to have to use your product, and so then you're stuck.
That's business, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I just think that you should, like, me personally, learn on something that you could pay just the one time you got it, that's it kind of price, not the monthly BS.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But see, the thing is that they're basically doing it to avoid piracy, which makes sense. But like, if you're like someone like me, where there's a lot of people that would buy it for like one version, and you don't care if you miss out on like say 2 or 3 years of upgrades. Like you can basically, like, other than like some of the like the deforms and the tricky little things that barely anyone uses. Like, you can use the one software for like 5 years.
I've got everything.
Yeah.
Oh, you just went ahead and got it?
No, I've already got it.
Oh, you already had it?
I've got it. I've got Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, XD, Lightroom, Premiere Pro, Premiere Rush, After Effects, Bridge, Adobe DC, Lightroom Classic, Dimension, Dreamweaver, Animate, Character Animation, Auditions, Media Encoder, InCopy, Prelude, Fuse, Muse, and
Everything.
I've got everything. So I can actually just wow, I'm a fucking retard.
Nah, it's just because they've changed things up.
So is it Premiere Pro or After Effects? What's After Effects?
After Effects is like,
Oh, it's
you're
motion
making,
graphics.
like little kabooms and make yourself disappear, and those are your like special effects.
Who wanted
There's a lot of people that would like to make me disappear.
After
So
Only when you get saucy.
Effects is basically the new Flash.
right, well, the good thing about it is that I can actually install. The one of the good things I like about Adobe is if you start a project off on your PC, you can then take over it on your Mac.
Yeah.
That's one thing I do like about it. You can swap, because I can download.
As long as you got the right.
You can
Does anybody use Dreamweaver? Have you heard of that one, Dreamweaver?
I've heard of Dreamweaver, yeah. I've got that. I can get that.
Mr. Paul Peck is in the house, and Mr. Paul Peck, if you watched my video, please do not shoot me because I did a painting video. And don't laugh at the way I paint. It turns out just fine.
Can I just say at this point of the stream that Paul Peck yet again got an invite to come on, but yet again this shows.
Really?
I think Paul Peck is afraid of us. Honest to God, I think he is totally scared of all of us.
I always send Paul an invite because he's my kind of people.
He's snarky. I like him.
He's definitely he's one of us. He's just funny, but he just won't. He refuses to come and speak to us. I think it's just a Florida thing. Apparently, they're all fucking assholes in Florida.
Was he swear in his videos? Because maybe that's the thing. Because I've kind of swept all that whole me being associated around swearing. I don't care. No one's really going to pay much attention to this. My audience isn't going to pay attention to this stream.
Not with
But
5
sometimes,
people
well,
watching.
you can have 2 different audiences, but some people well, I've got this brand that doesn't swear, and I know they swear, and that's cool, but I don't know if I want if my audience will catch this swearing. I can kind of see why some people are a little bit cautious, but on the same token, I'm just screw it.
I don't think it. I don't think there's. I mean, there's not that much swearing that goes on in here. There's little bits, but
I mean, Jacksepticeye swears, and he's he's aimed towards teenagers, and no one cares.
I mean, there's a load of people that swear, and Roberto swore, hasn't he? On
Yeah.
I've heard Roberto swear a few times, but yeah, apparently Paul's a friend.
I've swear many times now.
Yeah, Paul's.
Before Vibe Live, I didn't even know he had the capability of swearing.
The Tech Fiona he just said his Dreamweaver for web development. I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm just annoyed that I didn't actually know that I had. I didn't actually know that I had all these things that I could download on Adobe. So it's now currently installing.
Someone's dancing.
What's media encoder?
I didn't get the youth.
Your friend is having a spaz attack in the background.
What she's changed the shirt as well, hasn't she?
Yeah, it's changed her shirt.
Because this shirt's much more comfortable.
Because this was shirt that's uncomfortable.
Is she not hot? I mean, I am literally sweating buckets here. I had a shower before.
Yeah,
We have air conditioning.
the overall stinks.
What the fuck was that?
A dinosaur.
Dinosaur roar.
Was it a bug?
It's like this big. This helicopter.
So, Mr. Bean, whenever Sydney was very little, she came into our room because she had a nightmare, and I said, "Okay, come sleep in the middle of us." So she sleeps in the middle of us, and she she was asleep for a good hour, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she screams, sits straight up in the air, and goes, "Ah, dinosaurs!" And then falls right back asleep. Just falls back and.
I feel like this.
I want one of those kind of.
Dinosaurs! That was it. And they looked at each other, and I was like, "Boy, that must have been one hell of a dream."
And then, didn't I starfish?
Yeah, she starfish back, and that was it. Back out. I mean, she screamed it like it was right there, and then she out.
Paul Peck's getting saucy now in the chat. He's apparently he's thrown something at my house. He's I was telling Christina before. I actually said to Paul in the vidIQ live stream. I said, can you teach me how to surf? Because he must have put a video link in his community feed to this big surfing video. And I said, can you teach me how to surf? And he was like, yeah. And I said, what do I need? Do I need a board or a ship to surf on? And he went, a longboard. And I said, how many do I need? And he went, 2.
That's skiing, I said.
Gotcha, you fucking... What are you? Got this thing.
Oh, that's actually a mosquito eater. They eat mosquitoes.
Well, he's not now because I've just caught it. It's kind of dead. You can sit
Give it
there.
to the cat. The cats will eat it.
He's on top of the mic. Sorry, mate.
There's a way on Zoom to reduce the quality that I see, because I'm using a lot of bandwidth on this thing.
You using what?
Bandwidth.
You're using a lot of bandwidth.
Yeah, like data.
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry. I've just sorry, Tech.
Not bad.
Eat it and be a man. Paul's just said that. Do you know what I would have? I've had worse, mate. And I've drank worse as well. So I'm going to learn how to use. Was it Premiere Pro? Is it Premiere Pro?
Yeah.
I was just downloaded Premiere Pro.
Right, you should have.
Was it Premiere Pro? Yeah, I've got to learn how to use. It should basically be the same as. It can't be any different to HitFilm. See, I love HitFilm and HitFilm's great, but it's the whole crashing thing. You know what I mean? The whole crashing when you're in the.
Have you just tried like uninstalling and reinstalling?
Yeah, it's. I mean, I put VGuard downloaded it because I was raving on it about that much. I was like, oh man, it's brilliant, it's really good, and there's loads of things you can do on it, and some of the loads of the stock like effects are really good. And he got back to me, went, installed it, opened it, crashed, shite. And that was.
Speaking of V-Guard, Beanie, have you seen V-Guard's most recent video?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
It was
commented.
good.
I on my Twitter.
Commented on it.
Did he? Yeah, I was like when I commented, there was only a couple of comments at the time. That was a really well done, great video, and I loved watching his progression, you know, and all the different stages of V-Guard. You know, that was really good.
I love the way.
He should stop wearing hats so much. He looks good without a hat.
I love the way he was like, I bought a GoPro and I was just pointing it at everything, and then 5 years down the line, and it's like, whoa. 5 years down the line, mate, you don't even need that GoPro.
Yeah, I remember doing the same thing when I first got my camera. I was just trying to edit a 2-minute video, and when I got in front of it, I had 15 minutes worth of film, and I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah,
I didn't know how to plan a shot.
Look at me with the drone yesterday. I mean, I went out twice to like, it was 5 different places. And filled up. I had 16 gig of video for 10 seconds.
I know.
And it was like, and some of the big wide open shot, I just didn't even use them because it was like, I need this to be like close in, and like I wanted the sweeping towards the van shots and stuff. But yeah, there was. I mean, I was meant to go today, but it was just too goddamn warm. I think the drone's still in the van. But this is another reason why I need a Mavic, because setting the Phantom up is just a joke. It's just, you've got to take it out the bag, you've got to take the gimbal protector on it, you've got to put the battery in, you've got to put the propellers on, you've got to get the controller out, and because my controller's modified, I've got to put the 2 Wi-Fi aerials on it, I've got to put the big antenna aerial on it, get me phone, connect me. It's just easier to get a Mavic out, open it up, on, done. You know what I mean? It's literally that.
My Mavic attaches to my phone. Like, I use the remote for my phone.
I'm going to get the new one. The new, because there's loads of deals in the UK. You can get the Maverick one you've got, but with the new controller. You know, the controller with the screen in it, and it's like £1,500 for the kit. The normal one is only like. The normal one's like £1,400, like brand new from the shops. So you're only paying like an extra £100 to get the one with the screen on it. Because those. I
would have gotten the one with the screen if I had known.
Yeah.
If they had that available, I would have done it.
Because it was.
I don't like messing with my phone, to tell you the truth. It drives me crazy.
It's just a pain in the ass, and then someone rings you when you're in the middle of flying. It's like, oh shit.
Well, you know how you get around that? You turn on the little the moon.
Yeah, but
that's how I do it. I turn on the moon.
Do you though, or do you forget? Because I always forget.
I never forget.
Always.
Because I don't really like talking to people, so it gives me an excuse.
Yeah, I done it yesterday.
I remember spending hours on the phone when I was young. Hours. And now it's like every time my phone rings, it's like, what do you want?
That's the only.
Like Eddie calls and I go, what? That's how I answer the phone. What?
That's only because you realise over time that the people that you did talk to talk shit anyway. So it's no point in talking to them. Is Paul?
And then when you don't, if you're like me, where you don't answer the calls and they go to voicemail and they don't leave a voicemail, they're just like, "Hello." Hello?
I hate voicemail with a passion. I have never had voicemail.
Voicemail.
I won't have voicemail because it means that somebody has got in touch with me. You know what I mean? It means that one person who was trying to ring me has actually gotten in touch with me. Because it's like, well, I left you you can't get away from, I left you the voicemail.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, shit. Yeah, you did.
I have to do it because of my job.
Yeah, true. That's the point. Just off tangent, is Paul Peck coming to Vid Summit?
I don't know if Paul Peck's coming to Vid Summit.
He might be too.
But if he is, we have a lot of people we need to have a drink with.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a.
I hope I stay sober because I know Eric said that he wants to have a drink with us.
I won't stay sober, and I'm just gonna warn you all right now.
It takes 2 beers and I'm wasted. So
Same here, but I'm gonna warn you right now. If you think my mouth is a bit loose when I haven't had a drink,
oh Jesus Christ!
just wait until you see me with a drink.
I'm scared.
I'm looking forward to you being drunk meeting Daryl.
I'm not.
I wanted him to do that when he's meeting some other people that I find. I can't wait for a couple of them that I'm just like.
Yes,
that I secretly find super annoying.
There's a couple I can. There's definitely a couple of people that are going to try and seek me out to reconcile.
I might push those people towards him. I'm like, have you met my good friend here? I want you to meet him. I'm gonna push him towards him because I'm just gonna sit back and go.
Paul Peck's just, but I am 80% sure me and Neil might get into too much trouble. Well, I can pretty guarantee it much. I don't know about 80%. That's a low figure, that, mate. I've just got to be careful. I've got to be drunk and aware that I'm not upsetting. You know what I mean? Because this and this, there's not much connection between the two of them. Sober, drunk, no connection.
Thinking about the way, Mr. Beast is going to be talking there, and Mr. Beast is very close with a person who more or less caused the demonetization fiasco. So there's probably not much you can really do to, make your image look that bad.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Mr. Beast is is close friends with PewDiePie, and PewDiePie fucked up royally a few times. So you don't have to worry that much.
Oh no, I'm not talking about demon. I'm just talking about being like. It's like, oh my god, did you hear Neil last night going off at such and such? Yeah, calling them all the cunts under the sun. Yeah. He said to him in front of everybody that you're too old for YouTube and your content sucks. You persist on going live to 3 people.
And then Dee will probably pop in going, yeah, but he was just taking the piss. Even though Dee probably doesn't even know what taking the piss means.
Yeah, I think he does. I think Dee.
People wants to know, why would you go to an Eve's event to get drunk? We're not going there to get drunk.
I am.
We're going there to. I'm not. No. I'm going there to learn something. But I know that libations will be in order in the evening hours.
And
I know that because if you're hanging out with friends and you're at a hotel that happens to have a bar, that's what's gonna happen. Not only that, they have an event that I think you get a bracelet and they give you drinks. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a case of going to an Eve's event to get drunk. It's a case of, I'm not even going there to learn.
I am.
I'll
be honest. I'm not. Because there's nothing I can learn.
Well,
I think that's.
Thing is, you guys got the replays as well, yeah?
I don't know. I mean,
I bought a ticket.
I don't mean to be like a cocky bastard when I say there's nothing I can learn. I mean, there's nothing that. Yeah, I'll probably learn a few things. You know what I mean? I'll probably go, oh, that's a good idea. Or, but I'm not. I am going there to meet the people that I have connected with throughout the whole year. That's the sole purpose of me going there, is to meet these people that I talk to on a regular daily basis. You know what I mean? I don't care who's talking. You know what I mean? If Mr. Beast's talking and Beanie goes, do you want to go and sit in the cafe and have a chat? I will go and sit in the cafe and have a chat with Beanie. Because I know Beanie and I don't know Mr. Beast. And I can watch his videos and I think he's a great guy and he's funny. But I'd rather spend my time with Beanie in person, chatting shit.
I'm going to be the kind of person where when you meet me, I'm just going to be like, whoa, it's so weird talking to you in such a definition.
And I'll just
Your
get.
clarity on the screen is amazing. It's so lifelike.
I've got this plan for a couple of creators because I know a couple of them are going to be like, oh my god, Neil! I'm just going to go fuck off and just walk right past them. just walk right past them, just like fuck off. Or I'm going to
probably do that to me. Like when I'll be like, Neil, and you'll be like, don't touch me.
and see, I've got for D Nimmin, I've got planned the whole. I'm going to deny who I am. I'm not going to say anything to him. I'm not even going to make eye contact with him. And I know he's going to come up and he's going to go, Neil, and I'm going to be like, sorry, who? And he'll be like, Neil Crypto Cruise, or whatever. And he'll be like, I think you've got me mistaken, mate.
You're mistaken.
Who's Neil? I'm Dave.
I'm Dave. Dave the
But just stay completely and just make him feel like dead uncomfortable. Because I can. I've done it before, and I'm just gonna make him feel like, is this Neil? No, it's not. It is Neil. No, it's not Neil. Yeah, I do have it planned to.
I'm interested to find out because I always pictured Nick Nimmin to be a short person then, and I found out he's a very tall person.
Whoa, he's like a giant.
I had no idea. I thought he was like a little man.
I know I'm gonna meet Nick and I'm gonna be like, all right. Because I am sure I'm cute. See, size gets me. You know what I mean? I want to see people up close because I want to see how big they are. You know what I mean? And it don't mean like I
want to see if Nick will swear.
Yeah, I think he will.
Oh yeah.
D will.
I just want to see if
he does.
He blocks that view.
Yeah, they're going to be completely different to in person and off camera and things like that. But I just want to see how big people are, how tall people are, how fat people are, and go, oh my god, and I will be like, fuck you don't look that fat on camera.
When I've met people at conferences, like they are always like, I thought you were so much taller. You're really, really short. And I'm like, I know.
Yeah, I get that as well. I get that all. Yeah, I get that all the time. Oh my god, on Facebook you look dead tall. Yeah, well I'm fucking not. What's your point?
I'm still just as miserable and grumpy as always.
Yeah. Have you heard of the Grumpy Dwarf? Well, you've just met him. Now fuck off.
Yeah, me and Napoleon are related.
It's gonna be funny though. In the week after, we're just gonna be hearing Neil going on about like, I can't believe I got on so well with him. I thought he'd be a right ass, but we got him.
No, what'd be funny is if he's on stage, like they pull him up on stage. We'll never like.
Yeah, in all, and this sounds really stupid, and I'm probably not going to do it. But if you wanted to make a name for yourself, you could just go there and just be like, gay crash shit.
Do you think I should like do my naked ownership?
No.
Like just go out there where we have the little signs that say naked ownership and run the stage and be like, watch my video.
Like, I mean,
Please subscribe.
I've commented to D and Nick a few times. Oh, you're gonna see the beard at Vid Summit, and they've always been like, oh, you can't do that, can't do that. You'll get arrested. You gotta be careful in LA. I think this is. I think they
are so wild there. They are so wound up tight. Like you can't.
I want to bring my dinosaur costume, but it's gonna be too big to pack.
Can you get one of those inflatable ones?
Yeah, I've got one.
You should do that.
Oh, dude, the pair of us running through the middle of the meeting area in dinosaur costumes. That's priceless.
See, but the thing is, if I did that, no one would be surprised. Okay, hey, that must be Beanie.
Yeah, who's the
Yeah,
small?
but that's what made me so great about it. Because people would be like, oh, there's Beanie.
Who's the small fella behind him crashing into everything? Oh look, he's now in a police car. Oh, he's fighting with the police. Oh, he's just been shot.
That's you.
Yeah, it does worry me a little bit, but then it doesn't. It because it's just because of the way I am. You know what I mean? I am.
I reckon we'll find that we'll worry, and there'll be nothing to worry about.
Yeah, probably. It's just I don't want to go there, and you know, I don't want to be like, I have to be like dead quiet, and I have to be, you know, I'll just have to be like normal and sort of, what's the word I'm looking, like professional. You know
I
what
was
I mean?
going to say professional, Neil.
Nah, I don't think so.
That doesn't interest him.
It's loud.
Oh, but I mean,
You saw the live streams. People weren't like that.
Viper wasn't quiet. You could,
Nobody was.
you could hear Viper when Dad'll come out of his bedroom. And that was before he got in the lift and then down the escalator. So it's I'm just interested to find out who else is going, because I know, but I've also got this theory that this year's Vid Summit could build a divide. It could build
Possible.
a them versus us divide.
I don't know. I don't think.
Between who?
Just between the cool kids and us. Because whether you like it or not, our little Discord, which is not a great, you know, it's a little Discord, we do have quite a lot of big personalities on there. You know what I mean? And we do, and we all
But that's
get.
our little family.
But that's
like,
what I mean.
We've got a little bit of a reputation. I don't think it's a bad reputation. It's just we've got a reputation for being the spice.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, but it's going to be like it's you know, you're going to know. Right, where's Neil? Oh, yeah, he's with Beanie and Christina, and you know, and he's with them lot, you know, over there. And then you'll have the techie guys over there who, like, you know, I can just see it being like little clans of people, sort of like, you know. And if we all need to go in the car park and get down and dirty with it, I'll go. Just let me go. I'll fight
Doug
them all.
said that he thought we were the cool kids.
Not a chance, Doug. There's nothing cool
I don't
about
think,
us now.
yeah, I always thought that we were the ones that people were like, stay away
Doug
from this.
is the
It
cool
causes
kid.
trouble.
See, Doug's all right because Doug can fit into either camp seamlessly.
He's like Canada, you know, like they don't really take a side. They just kind of always there, you know, like, oh, you know, whatever, you know.
I don't think we take a side, but we just know the people we know. You know, we get on with the people we get on with. But I just think it's going to be pretty cool to be in a room with so many people that we all know, and it's literally going to be like a big family outing. That's how I look at it. It's going to be
without computer screens.
It's just going to be a big family outing. It's just going to be like,
You know, that's going to be so weird because this is just how my brain works. I will know how people smell. So I'll refer to them about the way they smell. You know, like, oh, he smells like an ashtray, you know, like, he smells like mothballs, you know, like those smells stay with me.
Doug's just said in the chat he's like Kevin. I don't know what that's a reference to.
I'm like Kevin. Are you talking about Car Galaxy Studio?
Car Galaxy Studios.
Yeah, he is. For a while there, I thought Kevin was actually Australian.
Oh, Doug's letting us into a little bit of useful information here. Did Beanie give his opinion on Daryl's last video? I have seen a few.
What do you mean his last video? You mean the one that's exactly like the every video that he's done every single year that he's going to get serious about YouTube? Because that's exactly the video that he did the year before and the year before that.
Paul Peck's gassy, by the way.
I was just gonna say, did he release another one since then? I would have had notifications of that though.
No, he's only on the one. But it is the one he did do was.
So it's the one that's the one that says it's not clickbait, but it is clickbait.
Chris Conkles, you do have an invite if you want to join us. good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Welcome to Crypto Cruising.
That was a Neil Crypto Cruising saying. You can't say that anymore.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, your name in the corner says Neil Crypto Cruising. That needs to change to the Urban Explorer immediately.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yep.
It's a shame you didn't somehow find a way of fitting in the cruising part into it.
Well, now this I had this conversation on Nick's for Discord yesterday. Someone said,
Yeah.
you know, how come you chose that name, blah 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 blah, for the Crypto Cruising channel? And I said, originally, and if you go back and look at my first videos, it's got a Volkswagen camper van in it, and it was originally going to be me doing crypto stuff from the van, like cruising around in the van doing crypto stuff.
Oh, okay.
That's where the name crypto and cruising both went together. Crypto cruising, because I was going to be in the van cruising about and doing crypto videos from the van, but then it just didn't happen. So, because I think it was Eric. No, it wasn't. It was Justin. He said, "Oh, you could be the urban crypto cruiser." And I was like, well, that's what this channel should have been, about van life and cryptocurrency. But they just don't go, do they?
Yeah.
You know, it's like real estate and painting
I think
walls.
it's just the cruising part we like.
Hey, did you know that Daryl's brother's a real estate agent? He's actually a very talented video creator.
Should work out a cooperation.
Matter of fact, he asked me to when we meet
Chris.
the Bid Summit.
Oh, nice.
Hang on, Chris. You
Nice.
he's not allowed to be on any channels live. Yeah, but you're not. You're joining a Zoom call. It's completely different. You're on a Zoom
But
call.
it's live on YouTube. He's right. That's why
Ah,
I got you. I hear you, Chris.
Yeah, but YouTube aren't gonna know he's on it.
Yeah, they are.
How?
did he
They
get
just
a
know.
strike? Did he?
Just come
Yeah.
on. Let's just fuck YouTube. Let's get on here.
The thing though is, if he comes on here and we get a strike, because we're like associated with it, do we all get strikes?
Yeah.
No,
don't
they
know.
can't do that. It's going to be the channel, isn't it?
It's also
What did you do?
Stream,
What did you
know.
do to get barred? Or you still don't? He still doesn't know. Still not allowed to be on
Probably,
any.
like, I reckon it was a mistake.
Did you know?
They've been giving wrongful strikes a lot.
Paul Peck, did you
Oh
know?
my God,
Did-
Paul Peck, you're gross.
Did you know Neil is a male dancer? Mate, you want to see me move? I move like Jagger. With a broken hip and Tourette's.
Doug Tits down there.
my daughter says he waddles like a penguin. She calls him the Emperor Penguin.
Chris has said that you think it's because we are
What is Wheel Roo?
That's
row.
another channel that we're friends with. We all row.
But what did he see? That's the thing I don't get. If someone is banned from streaming, then
Yeah.
that's I
That's-
don't
that's-
get it.
That's why,
Oh, do you see what he says? He said, "I think the reason is that I'm not allowed is that because We Row came on my channel on a Zoom call." And he said, "Man, I just don't want to
Yeah.
test the waters right now." I get it.
They don't care how you are on someone else's live. They just, if you're on the live, that's why Brian wasn't allowed to stream with TubeBuddy, because they get TubeBuddy in trouble.
Right.
Yeah, it's stupid, but hey, we're on the platform.
I just don't get why you should be. It just makes no sense to me that you're.
It's more like an ethics thing or whatever. It's like it's the point of it.
And, you know what really cracks me
that-
up is that like someone like Chris gets like banned, but there's people that have like these ridiculous
Yeah.
channels that do all sorts of crazy stuff, and they're still on every day live streaming nonsense constantly.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, did you guys know that I'm like, I don't know.
50 subscribers away from 3,000.
Yeah, well, I think I'm more than that. I think it's like almost 60, but close. I'm getting close.
No.
That should be next. How many are you getting a week?
I don't know. I don't pay attention. After I got over the 1,000 subscriber mark, I'm like, oh, I got a few subs today. You know, I don't check it like I used to.
3,000 is quite good. Because that's what
I mean,
have,
I'm no Christian and ready.
yeah, but what have you gained in the past 12 months?
I have no idea. I really have no clue.
I've changed my name, by the way. You happy with that?
Mr. Neil. Do we have to refer to you as Mr. Neil?
I've put the Urban Explorer. I have put the both of them. Just
Yep,
so
I
it.
see it.
So I just don't. Nah, I just don't. YouTube confuses me sometimes the way they can do that. Because what happens if, say for instance, say Chris Conkles didn't know that WeRO wasn't allowed to stream? That's not his fault.
YouTube don't care. YouTube are assholes.
I was gonna say, like for my business, they say you're supposed to do your due diligence, and you know you're supposed to have
it's up to you to
pre-interview.
know.
Yeah, it's up to you to know.
I just don't think it's fair. I don't. So
But
that,
that's life.
I'll be right back. I got a
Life
battery.
isn't
I'll be
fair.
right back.
Yeah, because the same thing happened with what's his face? The guy with the beard, Keemstar. He was banned from being allowed on it. Like, he was banned from owning a channel. He wasn't allowed to own a channel, and that's why when he showed up on, like, when he had a new channel, he's like, this channel is not owned by Keemstar, even though he was on it.
it's I mean, like Chris just said, he said he didn't think of it, and you wouldn't. So I wouldn't.
Nah.
You wouldn't think.
You have to be paranoid to think of it. These days, you have to be paranoid.
Well, it's like Chris is banned from streaming on YouTube, but I'd have no problem with him coming on here now. You know what I mean? I've sent him the link. He can come on if he wants. I'm really don't give a shiny shite. You know what I mean? But it's like
that's where the trouble is.
But that's the thing.
Like,
why should that?
It's basically it's allowing him to bypass a ban, which is basically bypassing a rule. That's like where they'd be coming from.
It's just silly, and apparently, according to Matt, it's my fault. It probably is, mate. I'll get the blame for some reason.
Matt.
Matt B.
Matt.
I
wish Matt would come on here because I have something to say to Matt.
I'll send Matt the.
But on the bright side, it's only like the first warning is like a 1 week ban, so it's not like a 3-month thing.
Matt B. This could turn into one of those. There we go. Sent. I've sent you the invite, Matt B. Sent Paul Peck the invite as well. I've made that plainly clear a few times, but he just won't come on.
He's afraid of you. He flat out said it.
The first time I meet Paul Peck, I'm going to punch him in the shin.
Well, that's because that's all you can reach to.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think Paul's he's a pretty tall dude. He looks tall.
He looks tall.
Yeah, he does look tall.
He looks tall.
Yeah, he'll peck your eyes out.
He does look. Paul, do you still surf? I'm just curious.
I think he still serves. Chris said that I've heard that when they don't tell you, it's going to be 6 months before you can live stream again.
That sounds like bullshit.
It does sound like
Yeah, if it's not on the website, it's
Matt has just said he's definitely not jumping on. He's already nice and in bed. It's only 9 o'clock there, isn't it?
9:30. No, he's an hour ahead. It's 10:30.
Oh,
He's snuggled up with his loved one.
oh, he's in bed. That's nice.
I've
Gay.
been casually working on his streams every now and then.
He still surfs. That's commendable at your age, mate. Well done. I don't know what he says. But here's another question I've got to ask as well. Have you entered or been in any surfing competitions, and have you won any? Because I think Paul Peck used to be, and I'm not saying that he isn't a mean surfer, but I reckon in his day he used. What? I've been bitten by a white shark. Fuck off! Really? You've been bitten by a shark? You don't really hear that much, do you? Of people getting bit by sharks.
Yeah, he told me that.
Bit my, so you technically could have been dead. That's the only thing that freaks me out about surfing. It's that sitting on the board with your legs dangling over, not knowing what's underneath you, and you've seen. Never used to bother me until I seen Jaws. Going in the sea did not used to bother me one little bit. It's Patricia.
Oh no.
Hi,
Hello.
Patty. Jump on first, and I got Jonas to sleep.
You look very pretty.
Well, thank you.
I like it.
It's late.
You look very pretty.
Well, thank you.
You got your lipstick all nice and you're all sparkly with your big piece and stuff. You look very nice.
Peace.
Yeah, you look very put together because I look like
Well,
I was run over by a truck. And you're like, 'cause I'm at the end of the night going, I don't care.
Are they
I'm like, whatever lipstick's on, it's on. I don't care anymore.
Did you have a nice wedding anniversary?
Oh, me?
You
Me?
definitely wasn't Beanie, and it definitely wasn't me.
The thing is, Andy's in another state.
Ah, is he working?
Yeah,
That would be awesome.
but oh, I enjoy having my hubby home.
Wow.
Paradise.
We'll celebrate when he gets back home.
Bow chicka bow bow.
How long is he away for? Is he because he goes away for a while, doesn't he?
Yeah, a month at a time, sometimes 6 weeks.
That's what does he do? If you don't mind me asking, if you don't want to answer, that's perfectly
he
fine.
works for a huge company, Bechtel. They build power. They run our lights. Nuclear. It's nuclear, coal. You know.
Ah,
Power.
right, I get you.
They were. So he works for Chernobyl.
No.
Does he? He doesn't glow when he comes home, does he?
Does not glow
Ah,
yet.
that's
You know
all right.
what?
Make sure he doesn't do the N key that Homer did. The N key will ruin it.
The end key.
I don't. What NT? What are you talking about?
Don't.
You have to watch the Simpsons episode to get that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Oh my God, Paul Peck's just put a shark story. I've got to read that later.
Oh, shark.
He sees sharks all the time. Do you see many sharks in Australia, Beanie?
Wait, what?
Do you see many sharks in Australia?
Well, I don't see them, but I definitely hear about them. Because there's been like, I think there's usually like one shark attack a week.
I'm looking at this. Sorry, I'm looking at this. Paul Peck's just. If you want to click on the link, feel free to click on the link. Paul Peck's. It's the shark attack story. My active rain shark attack story, and then you scroll down to the bit where he's showing the. I don't. Is that a shark bite or was it a large mosquito? I was expecting like.
You're throwing in a bit of sass, are you?
I was expecting something a bit more than that. I mean, my cats have given me more damage than that, Paul. I'm not being funny. I don't mean to. It was a harrowing experience for you, but how big was this
I
shark?
looked at his face. You hear surfing, and you look at his face, and he looks Aussie. And then I sit in on that. It says he's from Melbourne. I'm like, wait, is he from my area? Oh wait, Melbourne, Florida.
Do you know what? Do you know when you mention surfer and you look at Paul, you just they just marries together. He looks like a surfer. He does look like a surfer. Where in America do you get the most sharks?
That's a bit bite.
I know.
The thing is, you can see the different rows of teeth in the scar there.
That must have.
Florida would have the most sharks on our
Florida.
side.
Does it? Does Florida have the most sharks?
I think that's where most attacks happen.
Where does the most surfing? Is it California or Florida?
Both.
Is it both? Is it?
Certainly not the Gulf of Mexico.
I've never. It's always fascinated me surfing. It's one of those things that it's always fascinated me on, like, how the hell did he stay on these boards? Because there's no foot loops. There's nothing to keep. It's like skateboarders. But the difference with skateboarders is when they go on jumps, they grab hold of the board, don't they? But surfers just seem to I don't know. Have they got suction on their feet? It does. A mate of mine is in Thailand right now, and he's a climber. He's a professional climber. He gets paid he's sponsored and gets paid, and he's doing surfing at the minute, and he's on one of them big, huge, what will be I should imagine a longboard, and he's always on Instagram putting videos up, and he's doing really well, to be honest. He's putting no videos of him falling off the surfboard. Let's put it that way. They've all been on it. Do you surf? Have you surfed, Beanie?
No. I'm not even good at swimming.
Really?
No.
I always thought Australians literally threw the babies in a pool when they were born, and they just learned to swim that quick.
Yeah.
Well, I was in the pool and I just went. I was actually, because you're meant to be able to float in water, just like there's this position that you're meant to lay in. That means you'll float in water. I did that, and my legs must be really heavy because my legs go down first, and the rest of me go down.
Yeah, but floating in water is easy if you get your breathing right. Because don't forget, your breathing is your buoyancy.
Yeah.
Muscle won't float, fat won't float, but your breathing is key.
What is it that it things like we don't float? What was it that he always said? Like during that movie, It.
We all
float.
We all float down. What's squeaking?
That was a bird.
Oh. So how's Patty then? What's Patty been up to?
I've been busy.
Doing.
Videos.
Well, where are they?
Maybe tomorrow one, maybe Friday another, maybe Tuesday another.
They'll come when they come.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Hey, Patty.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you like put out like a video a week, or you just put out a video when you get done?
No. I do it when I do it. Yeah. It just takes so long to think of what I want to play, whether it's a cover or do something original, and then sit there and record it, after like 50 takes to get it right. Then send it to Mark, my sound guy, and have him, do whatever he needs to do magically, and get it back to me, and then make the video with the actual music recording so that my fingers are in sync with the actual recording, and then edit it, and then it just takes a long time.
How is we're going live on the roof.
Oh, he's back.
Freddie's gonna show us his big telescope.
Hello? Hey.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you
I was
should
really gonna tell enough for being vertical.
There we go.
But you know what, Christina? Real quick, I actually did a consult with Tim's team members the other week. I'm like, I want to sit and talk to someone. I want to get some advice on what I should do. And that was probably one of the best hours I've spent concerning my YouTube channel past year. And he opened my eyes, that's why I'm like, I gotta open up, and I gotta be more than just the array and bear. I gotta get into the meditation and the relaxation and all that kind of stuff.
Well,
did you say Tim?
It's relaxing, so I think that if you go down that route, you'll be fine. I had a conversation with another YouTuber not too long ago that is just a real estate YouTube channel. He said something that I already knew, which is YouTube likes when I do DIY projects and likes when I do like things about the home instead of home advice. So, like they like when I do a project. They don't like when I do like tips. So instead of trying to fight the algorithm, do what YouTube likes, and you'll have more success. I'm like, God, I knew that, but it was like, how you hear it from somebody else, and you're like, Yeah, you're right. You know.
Yeah, I know. And I knew that.
Right.
I've been working on these hour-long videos. I've been working on them for 6 months, but I just keep like putting it. I just
Delma's right there.
It's like my course.
That's
I've been
Delma's.
I have had it for over a month,
Yeah.
and I need to finish it. And I pushing it off, and I keep pushing it off. I keep pushing it off. I have all the videos I need to they're recorded. I just need to edit them, and I don't know what. Every time I think about it, I get anxiety about it.
Oh, yeah. He also told me, he went and they look at your channel and watch a couple videos. He goes, the videos are beautiful, the music is beautiful, but I need to talk more to the people, not just do all the music. So that's what I've been working on. I gotta working on a video where I'm going to tell a very kind of personal story, and I've backed it up with my own music. And yeah, cross your fingers.
Couldn't you do like before you do like one of your videos? Couldn't you like do a whole "Hi, it's Patty. Today we're going to do my rendition of this story. I hope you'll."
He was talking to the musicians and talking about how we need to talk more to our audience. And what he said is, this is YouTube. It's not MTV. It's not VH1. It's YouTube. So you can do that.
So when you say Tim, you mean Tim Schmall?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I met with what's his name? He's been on with Tim once or twice.
Oh, the music.
Huh?
Was it the musician? Because I know.
Yes.
He plays keyboard, classical music on keyboard.
That's who it was. And I want to meet with him again. I'm like 6 months down the road.
Yeah.
I'll take what he told me and see how it works, and meet with him again, and see what evolves. But I'm excited. I feel like Neil. I feel like I have a new zest for, doing some things on my channel and doing new things.
It's nice to have that sort of like bit of kick up the arse, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is nice. Do you need to tell us about this lens?
Oh, here. Let me go get it. Hang on.
Is there a new instrument?
No, she bought one of them lenses, didn't she? The Moment lenses.
Oh,
Not the Moment lens. The one you were going on about. Patty got
Rhino Shield.
Patty got the Rhino one.
Yes.
Christian left us.
Oh, but Christian's too cool for us.
Comes in this little package thing.
So is that
It
the?
looks like drugs.
I used to keep my drugs in a Kinder Egg thing.
It's got like 2 little covers on the back. Woo. It's so shiny. And then of course this part.
Have you used it?
I have. I just got my case that has like, oh, where's my phone? I hope I didn't leave it in Jonas. Oh, it's right there. It's got this little adapter that you have to put in your case.
So does the adapter? Does it not come with the case?
Nope.
That's a swizz, isn't it? Oh God.
In the Moment lens is the same way.
Yeah, you
I'm-
gotta buy the case.
I'm kind of pulled towards the Moment ones. I don't know why. And then is that the wide angle lens you've got on there now?
Yes.
So,
That's wide angle.
and you unscrew that, and it gives you a macro lens.
To the macro. And I took a couple of videos. I wanted to show Christina. Like, I was at my back door, and I opened the door and I walked out into the backyard with the wide angle, and then I did it without the same, so that you could see the difference. But I could upload my the one without the lens. I could upload it to Discord, but the one with the lens, because I guess it's 4K, it was too big. I couldn't share it.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know how else to get it to you.
You
But
can if you have Google Drive, you can send it to me Google Drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's really, really for the price. What was this? $60?
Yeah, they're $60.
I think the case was $30.
The head will be back in about 15-ish minutes.
Huh?
Flip darts are running out.
I got that one the other day.
I don't like it.
It's good though. It works really well. If once
I
you
don't think it does.
yeah, but once you've seen photos of it zoomed in. I mean, it was like £6.
I know.
What-
I guess for $6 it was good.
You know what I mean? It'd be
I
good.
like it. Clip on.
Yeah, it's a clip-on.
Yeah.
See, I wish they would make like some kind of universal thing where we could clip these on, but there's no way this could clip on.
I think with the clip-on ones, you've got to be. I mean, how much did the whole kit cost you?
This was 60. The case was 30, and the adapter was 5.
So it's like nearly $100, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But it's a lot. You know, it is a. You'd think they'd do a kit for around about $60. I would, you know. See, I've been looking at the moment ones, and I don't know. I watched a couple of comparison videos, and they both kind of come side by side in comparison. To be honest with you,
That's what I did. I watched the moment, but with the moment, it's like $100 for one, the macro, $100 for the wide angle, and then you got to get the case.
That's right. Yeah, that's the one thing that I did notice. You've got the Rhino. Right, that was a thing with the Rhino. You get 2 lenses in one.
Right.
Yeah.
And then like I've seen side by sides, and unless you're super freaking picky because you're a photographer, you know, like trying to get the perfect. The what they were doing as far as comparisons to me were so minor, and if anybody, I'm not trying to make an epic film here. I'm just making some videos,
Yeah.
And their complaints between the two were so minuscule that to me it didn't make it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look at the bleeding edges. Like, I didn't even notice it until you stopped the film and you zoomed in on the tree leaves in the corner of that background. Like, who cares? So, but after everything was said and done, it was kind of like, it's 6 on one side and half a dozen on the other. I mean, there was the difference between the two lenses was, there were good things about each of them. There were bad things about each of them. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go with the Rhino.
You must have watched the same video as I did, because they were going on about the bleeding on the edges and, oh, look at this part of the grass is just a little bit more, and I was like, who cares?
Yeah, was that the one where he went to the park?
Yeah, and there was like a white.
Oh, bye, Beanie.
He did say he was going. There was like a white I don't know what, like a white building. Yeah, but I'm gonna because I know if you get one with a gimbal, you need to buy the counterweight, don't you?
No. With the Rhino Shield, it's not the heavy. The Moment lens is heavier, so you would have to get the counter.
Right.
When you get when you get a gimbal, you adjust it for each. Like, I adjust my gimbal every single time I load my camera in there, so it's perfectly balanced.
Yeah, but you're thinking balanced like that way. Because if you got a camera on the front, the off axis is going to be, you know what I mean?
You can recalibrate it each time.
Yeah, I just think it's because it's going to be heavier it's going to want to pull forwards, isn't it? I mean, you can balance it that way.
You can balance. Well, on mine, I can balance it either way.
Right.
You have there's like the little dials and stuff.
Because I know I watched a video today on the gimbal I've bought, the Zion, and they said, because they mentioned the Moment lenses, it was at Devon Jovi. He was talking about it. And he said if you get the Moment lenses, you have to use the counterweights with the Zion gimbal. You have to get the counterweights for it. But obviously, Paul, did you see that? Then I caught another fly. I'm like Mr. Miyagi, just catching them. But I know with the Rhino one, yeah, they might be that a little bit. I'm just really interested I think with what I'm going to be doing, I think it could work really well, couldn't it?
The wide angle. I just put 2 pictures up on Discord of the macro. I took a picture of we have like a partition from when I used to homeschool Tessa, and you can just look the picture that I took with my phone, and then with the Rhino macro, you can just see the fibers. I mean, it's incredible. The fibers in the I don't know what it's made out of. The partition looks kind of like a carpeted partition.
They are
But-
good. They are. And you get the case that you get with it is really good as well, isn't it?
The case with this?
Yeah.
No, it was just this.
No, I mean the actual phone case. It's a good like.
Oh, the phone case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this phone case. I had the what's the standard, that 10-foot drop one? What's the
I know what you mean.
anyway, I love this one. It was a little confusing how to put it on, but it feels lighter and it feels thinner than my other case.
So the actual piece that's the camera screws onto, does that go inside the case and then you put your phone in? Yeah.
Yeah, you just snap it in and then the phone holds it in place.
Wouldn't you think they just have that built into the phone case? It's like,
Yes.
oh my God, $5. Like, seriously, just fit it into
Well,
the phone case.
I don't know, because it pokes up, so maybe someone doesn't want that on their phone case.
What phone's that?
The X,
The
and I
X.
love it.
See now the XR, the actual lens on the XR, it sticks
Oh,
up.
really?
Yeah. See,
See, yeah.
it sticks out quite a bit. And I don't know whether that's a design so things can go over it perfectly or not. I'm unsure, but when I put that other lens over it, it fits on it perfect. It's definitely a thing I'm going to look into. I'm going to look into getting, because I just think that the videos you'll be able to do with them would be a lot nicer. Because I know you wanted to get one, didn't you, Christina?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do want one. I've like put it in my cart like 3 times, and every time I'm like, not right now.
Oh,
I think it's just because it's quite an expensive bit of kit, isn't it? It's $100, it's $100 for something that, I don't know. Do you think once you started using it, you'd use it all the time?
Well, I know I would for my my real estate videos.
Yeah, because you think as well.
I use my phone for my real estate videos.
you
because
don't have any wide angle lens right now? You would love this.
yeah, just think how the rooms, it would make the rooms look huge.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm just my only concern is that I don't want the walls or anything to look rounded.
right.
You know,
right.
like have a GoPro makes everything look warped, and nothing irritates me more than anything is to see those 3D
Looks
videos
like
that real estate agents do, because everything looks like it's a round bubble. I'm like, those are ugly, and that does not show a house correctly.
I think the video that I watched, when they zoomed in, because they zoomed into a television, and he was saying it's when you zoom in, that's when you get a slight beveling in the edges.
I'm going to put these 2 pictures up for you to look. They're of my backyard, with and without. Oh, come on.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to. I'm going to look into
Nasty.
They're
what.
without and with.
What's nasty?
And
People are so stupid and nasty. They're like, you didn't crack any code, and like every time, like I don't understand people on YouTube sometimes. Like, why does everybody have to make such a snarky comment?
What do you
Why
mean?
does it- I
Wow.
made a comment on this thing, and I'm like, it wouldn't surprise me, because we're talking about that stupid, well, not stupid. We talked about that girl with the van life thing. I said it wouldn't surprise me if she is being sponsored by a company, to help promote their products. And that's all I said.
Yeah.
And then they're like, you didn't crack that. What did they say? They said, She shows a jet boil and a Dr. Broner and some camp showers. It doesn't matter. That's not it. You didn't crack the mystery. I'm like, I wasn't cracking any mystery. I was saying it wouldn't surprise me, jackass. Like, like, why are people such shitheads?
What video was it on? And do we need to go to war?
Nah, why even let's just see if this person doesn't have a icon.
Oh, right. So they're just a troll.
So yeah, they're just someone that's stupid. Let's just see if they're an idiot. Let's just see if they have anything on their channel at all.
Doug has just said it sticks out because the lens needs to be bigger than the thickness of the phone for it to work properly. That's on my XR. I didn't know that. I love the cameras on these XRs are just so nice.
I keep getting a thing like, you can upgrade to the XR, and I'm like, oh, stop it.
Do you know what? Before I got this, I held back and I held back and I held back because I was like, I want the button. I'll miss the button. I'll miss the fingerprint touch recognition. I can't do without a button. Literally within 15 minutes of having the phone, didn't even miss the button.
Yeah, same here. Same here in the notch, the so-called notch.
That doesn't bother me.
Doesn't bother me at all either.
No, it doesn't bother. Apart from, I'll say one thing the notch is a little bit annoying on, which is Twitter.
Oh, I see.
It's the only thing that really kind of annoys me.
I'm so bad at Twitter. I don't tweet enough.
Because on
I don't understand Twitter.
On Twitter, you need to drop your banner down a little bit because the notch takes it out.
Oh, gotcha. Your phone's about to die.
Oh, I know. It's alright. Yeah, that's the only thing that I've found the notch being bad for.
So yeah, like I said, that guy, he just follows stuff like how to manage artificial growth, how to fail on YouTube. He doesn't do YouTube. He just judges people that do YouTube.
He's technically simply Bething his way through life.
You said it.
Who has not been around for a long time as well.
And what's it?
And I miss it as much as vaginal warts.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all I can say on that matter. On another matter as well, I am not a religious person in any way, shape or form. But Patty, your church looks fun.
Oh, my church is a blast. I'm not gonna say anything. You know what's so great about my church? They don't judge anybody. They make sure everyone has fun.
Oh, I don't judge anybody. I judge everybody. No, it's not something I personally believe in, which is, and I don't, people who are religious, I think it's great. And I do to have the belief, is fantastic. But when you put that video on Facebook of your church, I was sitting there, I was like, that looks how a church should be. Not like.
What video are you talking about?
When there was like a band on stage and you were.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you come to England and it's like going back like the Dark Ages. The vicar's there and he's like, everything's so serious and people are lined up like it's a refugee camp and there's altar boys and it's all robes and the shaking incense and it's all.
There's lots of churches in the South, Neil, that are like that. They're just like, is yours a non-denominational church?
No, these are like Christian and.
Yeah.
Like a lot of non-denominational churches, they're just Christian churches, are like more, I'd say progressive, And
yeah. See, in the UK, that's churches in the UK are just how you imagine a church to be. The very, I don't know one church that is anything like Patty's, like anything.
I'll take you to one here, Neil, when you come down. There's one right around the corner.
Yes,
huge.
You know what? We'll stay in, and you can all touch me belly button instead.
You know what? One cool thing, we call it a poopak in my family.
A what? A poo pack?
Poopak.
There's
Your
no
belly button is a poo pack.
It's a poopak.
there's no purpose for it whatsoever.
It's the what gave you life. My
Yeah, I
friend.
know, but it
Just
should have.
saying.
Yeah.
It should have been sealed. I mean, it should have been sealed at birth. It should have been one of those holes that closed over at birth and never seen the light of day. Didn't gather a bit of dust. Didn't, and just horrible,
Yeah,
dirty.
But if you have a really nice poopak, you can get like a piercing.
I have a tattoo around my poo pack.
Yeah, but you do?
I have a
That's
tattoo
awesome.
around my poo pack.
I do that to like cover up my cesarean scar and my. Anyway,
My C-section scar is like this big, and it's like a hair.
Why'd you call it a poo
probably
pack?
goes this way. Mine goes this way.
Oh.
Yeah, my first dog. Oh,
But I have another
I don't even want to go there.
I have another scar that goes like it's about this long. I had it when I was I had my spleen taken out as a kid. So when I was a kid, it actually went from my belly button to the back of my spine. They literally cut me in half to get out my spleen because it was so enlarged.
Wow.
But I mean, I have a I always forgot about my scar, and I would wear bikinis, and people go, "Oh, what happened?" And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "That on your stomach." I'm like, "Oh, I had surgery." Like, I don't even think about. I'm like, it's part of me, I don't think about the scars. I'm like, I wear my scars with a badge of honor. I'm like,
There you go.
I've been through like 6 surgeries. What have you done, asshole?
That's why I've got so many tattoos. Every one of them is a scar.
Wow.
So
I have
why'd you call it a poo pack?
because I'm mainly Czech. That's my heritage,
Mhm.
and that's Czech for belly button.
Ah, right. I thought it was just like a nickname you made up for the belly button region,
Oh, it's Czech.
which
Whenever
is
we get a surprise here in the Smallhorn house, it's a Cersei. I'm like, oh, I want a Cersei. That's a surprise. I don't know why. We just
Call it a sussy.
we call it a Cersei.
I have nothing like that in our house. Nothing at all. There's no. I don't think. I mean, well, when I speak to you guys, everything. A lot of the things that I come out with are strange anyway. So
The other thing that we always say is this is a silly family tradition that like all of us have birthdays in the winter time, and then nothing really happens in the summertime. Like it's kind of like you got the 4th of July, but nothing really happens between like August, September, that time. So we have something called a pretend birthday. So somebody will come home, and they're like little gifts, like stickers or whatever. Each of us gets a little present, and then we all have a birthday cake, and we sing happy birthday to ourselves. It's our pretend birthday. So it's a family pretend birthday we have once a year. We're weird.
I was going to
It's just
say,
an excuse to have cake.
have you seen? Have you ever thought of seeing a medical professional about that?
No, I don't want to be medicated, and that's what they're going to end up doing is giving medication for that.
It can be quite enlightening. That's all I'd say.
Nah.
Nah.
I like listening to the voices in my head.
Well,
They keep me creative.
I like listening to them argue. I do like listening to them argue.
Oh, I have a friend that I do that with often. Like at least once a week, I have a throwdown fight with my friend. So I don't
Really? He sounds like a right arsehole. Is he like one of them over opinionated, doesn't really care what he says, take it or leave it, that's how it is type of people?
Yes, you know him.
I know him well.
Beanie.
Who do you know well?
I get in a fight with Neil once a week, and it's epic, an epic of proportions.
It's not.
And you'll always know when we're fighting because he'll usually put some kind of cryptic message on one of his social media sites on how that I need to get over it. But he doesn't really say my name. But
No, I
it has to
don't. I never put anything.
Really? Let's read this one aloud.
Go on.
He said cryptic could be anyone.
Okay, Neil C. Oh, don't you go and erase it now.
No, I'm not.
Hey, Beanie, you make an awesome grandpa. You are
Oh,
just
thank you.
so sweet, and I mean, that photo is just like, yeah.
Some people have problems with my honest comments, how honest my comments can be. I'm not here to BS you through life. I'm here to get on with my life. And if you're in my life, then expect a total brutal honesty. If you can't handle it, then get the hell out of my life.
Was that posted on Saturday?
That was posted right after our fight.
Was it posted on Saturday?
Well, it was Friday. It was Friday.
So it might have had something to do with that conversation.
Oh, I thought it was
Jeez,
directed
that's a good
towards me.
conversation.
I thought it was directed towards me.
No, it's and you can see there it's from Saturday. I'm just the whole of life doesn't revolve around you, Christina. I do apologize.
Yes, it does. I swear to God, I am the center of the universe. Only in my own head.
No, I was arguing with somebody else.
I'll be back.
I was arguing with somebody else, and it was getting quite
Heated.
It was getting very heated because the guy I was arguing with was somebody that I thought was a real close friend, and then I went and worked for him, and then he left the place after 2 weeks, and I'm still there. And then he went and asked me, "Oh, do you want to come and work in this new place I'm at?" And I was like, "No, because you fucked me over last time," and I ended up losing like 4 nights' work, and then I had to pull an ACE card out the bag to get me nights back. So no, I don't trust you anymore. And he was like, "Well, there's no need to be like that." I was like, "Well, there's every need to be like that. I have got kids, I've got a family, I've got a home. You live with your mum. Until you've got responsibility, then you don't know the situation I'm in, or you put me in." So he didn't like it, but he got told nevertheless. Very direct as well.
Subtlety, Neil, is not in your Rolodex of words.
I just don't believe in.
Subtlety.
No, it's like I put on that thing. I'm not here to bullshit you to babysit you with bullshit. You know what I mean? I don't see the point of there's different situations where sometimes you need to be like, you need to be arm around someone and be like, it'll be okay. And then there's some situations where it's like, just you need to get a grip of it, and what you're saying is fucking stupid. Man the fuck up and be thankful for what you've got. But some situations do require that, talking to someone, but it's just, but you'll always get, no matter what, you'll always get honesty off me. And it doesn't mean that I don't love anyone any less, and it just means that that's my way of caring, is being that honest with people. There's one thing about me is, I'll never bullshit you with anything. If
there is no gray area.
No, there's not.
No, you never go scratching your head going, "I wonder what Neil thought about that." You never know, never.
Out of curiosity, because you responded to one of my tweets the other day, I couldn't tell if you just like the tweet, or if you're like going, "Finally, a tweet worth listening to."
Oh, the one that replied to you.
Yeah. It was about the Fangirl, and I don't know, I wasn't sure whether to interpret it as going, "Oh, finally you've made a tweet worth talking about," or if it was just like you just like the tweet in general.
No, it was like it was kind of like, it was because everybody has jumped on this Fangirl, and every single one of them. Not one of these people have given her the benefit of the doubt. Not one of these people have gone, okay, well.
No, that's not true. Roberto Blake did. He really did. He flat out said she did. Yeah,
well, vidIQ did as well. vidIQ were good with her, but there's not many people. I didn't see Roberto's one, but Beanie came out with a tweet, and I was like, hats off to you. You're one of the only people that have actually come out with a sensible fucking tweet about this girl, because everybody else is looking for they're looking for the flaw. It's like, why can't people just be happy? Why can't you just go, "She's done well there, good on her"? And then
they're jealous they don't have the same numbers and they didn't get the same luck.
Yeah, I mean, it was the same thing I was arguing with Daniel Battelle, because he was like, do you believe all this? And it's got to be. I was like, well, why does it have to be? Why does it have to be anything? Why can't it just be a girl who's creating that? People, like Christina said before, she brought 800 people to the platform. YouTube must have been loving every minute of it.
And my whole thing is that, like everybody knows that YouTube rewards people that bring unique viewers. So if those people did not have a YouTube account and they went and watched her video, that's what started the steamroll. And I'm not saying 10,000 of her followers on Instagram followed her over there. Let's just be conservative and say, 1,000 of her 10,000 went over there and watched their video. If let's just say half of those were unique viewers who'd never been to the YouTube platform before, that's a great way to kickstart a video. Fantastic way. She won. She did the right thing.
If you look at her photos on Instagram, they look really professional. It's like something tells me she's probably actually like a model, and she just knows some good people in the industry, and they all helped her out. Like good.
Well, maybe before she even launched it, she just took a lot of advice before she did it. What's wrong with that? Not a damn thing.
On it,
wonder, though? Go ahead.
I didn't say anything.
Gil's just trying to say something.
Do you wonder, though? I mean, since all this has happened, she's out there on the highway driving her baby blue van, which sticks out like a sore thumb. Do you wonder what her safety and her privacy is like right now? I mean, surely she can't pull over somewhere.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, she's not on television. She's on YouTube.
Yeah.
And even like Shane Dawson, as famous as he is, he could walk through the airport and no one would recognize him at all.
Yeah.
I mean, she got 1 million followers on YouTube, but I mean, not like my parents wouldn't know who she was if they fell over. There's going to be more people that don't know who she is than know who she is. So,
I don't think your parents are going to kill her in the middle of the night as well.
No, I'm just saying that it isn't like she's stationary in one spot. She's traveling everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she's obviously a savvy girl. I'm sure she can handle herself. She's obviously
she's got a snake to protect her.
Guns are legal here in the United States, just saying.
I mean, it must be. I mean, I don't see. Although I believe she's genuine, although I believe she's done it, I don't think she lives in the van full time because she works, and I don't. Like I was saying to Christina, I don't think a lot of these van people live in the vans full time, and I just don't. I don't. There's only. Because there was a documentary I watched yesterday that like the reality of van life, and it was like even all the people
documentary.
Even all the people on there that do live van life 24 hours a day, even they were like, it's easy to build up a following on Instagram with van life because you just take that 1 in 500 picture that just looks fabulous, but people don't forget that. The rest of the 100 videos are you taking a piss in the woods? Are you stopping at the side of the road to have a shit in a ditch? Are you having to move at 12 o'clock at night because 3 cars have pulled up next to you and you could be getting robbed? They don't know. People just see these glamorous photos and think, oh my God, it's an amazing life. And it's like, and it's not. You know what I mean? When you don't know where your water's come from or if you're going to be able to get a shower next or... it's not as glamorous as they make it out, but it's easy to make it look glamorous on Instagram.
Oh yeah,
anything can look glamorous. I think all these social media platforms, doesn't matter what they are, makes everything look good. There was a girl that was living out of a car, and she was like, she had all these pictures of her living out of this 1976 huge boat-like grandma car, and how she converted the trunk and all this other stuff. I mean, do I believe that girl was really living out of her car? Oh, hell to the no. I
No.
mean, she had like
Half of
fur
social
lining
media
in
is just
some
a lie.
areas, and it was stupid, you know. But I mean, she glamorized that lifestyle. You know, anybody can do that with any social media platform, and everybody lies.
And
Everybody lies on these things.
good photos sell.
Stories and
Yeah. Yeah, they do. And she has really good photos, and they all have a general aesthetic to all of them. You know, you would, even if she wasn't in the photo, you would know it was her photo because she uses like the same kind of filter and the same
Yeah.
settings for all of them. They all kind of have that same look. So,
well, the photos that I saw, they look like she's a professional model. So I reckon she's probably got a whole bunch of other, Instagram channels that we don't know about because she's just like a
she
model
has
who's-
two.
Well, okay. What's the other one?
One is like a thrift store one. She has two.
She's very
the-
she's very pretty, and she is
She's
very.
very pretty, and I think she's probably had like, I don't know, maybe a little bit of acting classes of some sort because she's very comfortable on camera. But that doesn't mean that she's like, I don't think that means that she's like some kind of like corporate plant like some people were like,
No.
oh, this is by YouTube. That YouTube is a conspiracy. You know, people are so stupid.
Creators know how to fake things to make themselves look better. So she's just a very creative person.
I hope I come across that good on camera.
Neil, you just be Neil and you'll win. If you don't try to pretend to be professional or, you know, like try to put on the professional Neil face or any of that garbage, just be Neil, you'll win.
Yeah.
You need to get a little aquarium and put like a stuffed snake, not a rubber snake, but
No, I think he needs a gerbil named Licorice.
I was just gonna put one of the cats in the van,
Oh, there you go.
but I'm not gonna go down the lines of I am living in the van because that's false.
Yeah.
Because I'm not living in the van.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not going down the lines of I have to struggle to get. It's literally going to be I built this van. This is how I built it. This is what I can help you with. You know, I will save you money. It's going to be that type of channel. It's not going to be It's not going to be a van life channel, but it will be a van. It's like a hybrid, isn't it? Just not a hybrid steel.
Yeah, because you're not saying that you live in it. Of course
No.
not. But you've done some awesome modifications that you can share with people. That's amazing.
Oh yeah. There's a ton of stuff that I can, starting off with the shower.
I like from the beginning. I'm like, oh my god, that shower.
It's just genius. How's Douglas?
Hang on, there we go. I had to make sure I was muted because I'm in my lunchroom having lunch.
What's for lunch today, Doug?
Eating the good old Australian meat pie.
Nice.
meat pie.
What's in a meat pie?
That's what-
Basically, meat.
Meat.
It's like meat. It's like a meat.
Is there any spices or something?
It's I don't know what they put in it, but it's like a meat and gravy in pastry, basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
in Colombian culture, that is called an empanada.
In
There you
the UK, it's a steak and kidney pie.
Yeah, it's like a steak and kidney pie without the steak of the kidney.
Yeah.
Do they deep fry it or do they bake these pies?
No, they're baked. Usually you put them in the oven. I don't have an oven at work, so I put them in the microwave.
Just as
Empanadas
good.
are deep fried, but I bake mine
Wait,
because I don't like deep fried food.
Pies?
Yeah. What was Beanie saying?
I was saying, do you microwave your pies?
At work, yes.
Doesn't it
but
make
you
it
have
soggy?
yeah, but I can overcome that with a little one of those sandwich toasters.
Oh,
You
okay.
put it in there after you microwave it. You put it in there, and you can crisp up the pastry.
See, Doug's got the clevers. Doug's smart.
Doug, teach you a thing or two.
There
Hey.
you go.
Well, congratulations on making your Amazon affiliate. I read that post.
Oh, yes, yeah.
That was
yeah,
good.
A few miles. So yeah, it was good. I'm like, I got 30 days to make this happen, so I made it happen.
Mine took me seconds.
Yeah, he got his approval immediately. I still have yet to have
Yeah.
gotten approved.
Literally. But the one thing I will say is that I did set up Amazon merch like when I first started the crypto channel, and I had a couple of shirts on there, and I sold a couple of shirts on Amazon merch. So
Amazon
they
merch and the Amazon affiliate, they don't link in together, do they?
no, they're two different things. But I'm saying they're two different things. But when I applied for Amazon affiliates to get me affiliate like the links, as soon as I applied and I pressed apply, it came back accepted. Like the next screen was you have been accepted, and Christina was like, I had to fucking I'm still waiting. It's like she waited, but I think it was just because I'd been set up on Amazon merch, and they had all my details, and they had all the tax details, and they had all the bank details, and they had everything they needed to know. To getting the Amazon affiliates was just another. It was like, he's got that. Well, just give me, because we know everything.
Do they put down what things you're planning on selling?
No. It was just
That's what they had.
because that's what I'm wondering now is, my Amazon affiliates. I can use that on this new channel, can't I?
You have to put in your new channel into the. You'll have to put your new channel into Amazon. You can't. You're gonna have to put that in there.
Right. Okay.
Well, if Doug got the thing, did you have to put down like what things you're planning on selling through your affiliates?
Gee, I don't recall the exact, because it was like 3-4 months ago when I filled it out. But I vaguely remember having to link it to my website and probably my channel. So yeah.
Yeah, I just did mine through the channel, and then it's like, what things do you plan on selling? And I was just like saying, basically pencils and other art merchandise.
Yeah.
Right. So this is
there was something like that.
Yeah, this one's associated ID is Crypto Cruising 21.
Right.
So do I need to? How do I?
It'd be under your websites.
Yeah, websites. You added it.
Because your YouTube channel is actually the URL for the website.
Edit your website's information.
Yeah.
Would it be that? Yeah.
That's the one. Yep.
Website list. So I can just take the crypto. Can you put more in there?
Yeah, we should be able to.
I would think so, because I've got a website and a YouTube channel on mine.
Yeah.
I might just.
Doug's making the faces as he moves around.
I might just take them all off and just use the new one. Might be a better idea. I actually meant to do this the other day.
Yeah.
But I just never got it. It was one of the, because obviously, like I was saying earlier on, when you set up a new channel, you forget how much setting up there is. And you just completely and utterly forget how much stuff you've got to change, alter, set, and it was like starting YouTube again, wasn't it? It's like it's starting back from the beginning, but you completely forget on what you've got to do.
Yeah. The whole, like, everything gets complicated. Like, you know, the affiliate links, the thumbnails, the SEO. There's so much freaking stuff to do.
Yeah, I mean, I've done
even when the video's done. You're like, oh, the video's done, and you're like, oh, but I have to write the description. Oh, and I have to do timestamps. Oh, and I have to create the damn thumbnail. Oh, and I have to put in the cards, and oh, I have to put in the end screen. It's like, it took me another hour and a half just to finish my video up today after I got it uploaded. It was crazy. That's the longest video I've ever put out, by the way. It was 20 minutes, but I could not make it any shorter because it was like, it's a step-by-step video, you know. And then I like kind of was looking at other people's tutorials for that kind of thing, and they're all about that long, so I didn't feel so bad.
Yeah, we were at Jonas's therapy, and that popped up, and I went oop 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 oop. Autocorrect Ruth. I'm like, get it in there, and I'm like, okay, let's see. I'll watch 10 minutes now, and then I'll finish it when I get home. But then I thought, I don't have my paper, I don't have my pencil, I don't have stuff to write notes. go back and rewatch it.
I used special animations with that. They're like ink, like paint splotches.
I saw that.
Animations. I put those in there, and I did some like creative shots for that. Like there's one shot where it looks like I'm pouring paint right on the camera. And then I did another one right at the beginning where it looks like I'm rolling paint on the camera.
Oh, I haven't got to that spot.
All right, well, the rolling the paint was right at the beginning. Right at the beginning. And I'm like, it's Take a Tip Tuesday. And I roll the paint right over the camera.
Back and watch it. I may have blinked.
That's all right. No, it's fine.
That's a cute idea.
Yeah, just I like doing little things that kind of like, what was that, you know?
Yeah.
And then I put a clip in there from when I spilled paint on myself. I was painting Sydney's room, and I was moving the ladder, and it still had the cup of paint on the ladder, and I was trying to be brave, and this whole cup of cold paint lands on my head, and all down the front of me, all over my chest.
Is it where the rubber tips on the bottom of the ladder? You move it, and it goes.
Well, I was thinking it was on there pretty good, and then when I went to move the ladder, I guess I pulled too hard. It went forward instead of just sliding, and I just landed right on top of myself. I really don't know what I was doing. I was pretty tired, you know, at that time, but my daughter was pretty insistent that she wanted her room painted. So I got in this kick of because I spent a lot of time on this damn computer. So I was like, I need to do something to spark my creativity. And one of the things that makes me kind of just sit there back and think is painting. And I'm not like I'm not an artist, but I love to paint rooms. And I will just sit there with some music on and zone out and just start painting. And then all of a sudden my mind just starts thinking about other things, and then the creative juices start flowing. So I wasn't even going to do a video this week. I was like, no, I'm taking a break. But I was like, City suggested, why don't you just do a video about painting a room? And I went, well, I can do that. You know, I can do that.
I hate painting it. Tessa's wanting her room painted. She's been wanting it for like the past year.
I love to paint.
Well, hello. What are you, 3 hours from me? Get up here and do it.
I'll just stay in your pool.
Oh, there you go.
And I'll just float in your pool.
Oh, it's so nice right now because I am a water weenie. It has to be like 90 degrees before I get in. I don't get in below 90. And now it's been so hot that it's like we can just walk right in. And my poor husband, he walks in and he's like, I wish it was 85.
Yeah, I don't like when it feels like bath water.
Oh, I like to walk in and have it feel like it's just
like a blanket, like a wet blanket.
Yeah.
When I lived in Houston, we had moved from Massachusetts, which is a very cold area, and then we moved to Houston, Texas, and my mom's like, we're getting a pool. The minute that damn thing was in the ground, I woke up in the morning, was in the pool, and I went to bed this smelling like chlorine, you know, because I lived in that pool for the 2.5 years that we lived there. I never left the pool.
We're pool people. We've had 3 or 4 pools throughout our homes. We just love it.
Oh, the only time that when I got into high school, I wasn't in the pool as much because, you know, I ended up getting a job and everything. My mom's like, you're never in the pool. I'm like, Mom, I go to school and I work, you know. You know, so they ended up getting a pool when they retired, but then this last time they're like, no more pools, we're done. They were like, why don't you get a pool? And I'm like, because I have to maintain it.
No, we've done that. I'm like, I don't, we hire someone to do that.
My dad is like, he's always been the kind of person, like, if you're going to have it, do it yourself kind of person. I mean, he even changed his own oil for years. And then all of a sudden he like, I don't know. He got to the age, he said, you work for a reason. You work so you can hire other people to do the shit that you don't want to do. So he's like, I finally got to the age where I've earned enough money that I can hire people to do the shit I don't want to do.
Yeah, that's it.
And so now he has other people mow his lawn. He has other people do his oil changes, all the things that I remember him doing. He doesn't do anymore.
I tried to keep up with people. I spent more money trying to repair the the mess I made trying to keep up with the pool than paying someone to do it.
Do you have a saltwater pool or a chlorinated
Yes.
pool?
Yeah,
Yeah, the saltwater are better.
This is our first saltwater pool.
They're better.
Yeah.
With the hiring to get someone else to do work for you, I'm kind of curious how much the guard charges for his editing.
I don't know how much people charge for editing.
I don't know. He's not doing it anymore, but I'll tell you,
isn't he?
I've used VidChops. You've heard of VidChops? Who was it that told me about? It was Vigard that told me, because I was looking for someone. I'm like, I'm gonna give this. Oh, it was the America the Beautiful thing, because I thought,
Oh yeah.
just pretty America stuff. Someone can do that.
Mm.
I didn't want to do it. I didn't have the time. And so I used VidChops, and they were really, really easy to talk to. I talked to the guy on the phone a couple times, and they sent me the first video back, and I'm like, yeah, we need this, this, and this, and this, and they changed it all just like I asked them to. And I've
How much
used
does that cost?
now 2 more times.
$119 for a video.
Yeah, one time, or
That's not
it was
horrible.
like 300 for 4 videos a month.
I mean, if you budget it for like a once a month kind of thing, it's not too bad.
Yeah, yeah. And this hour-long video thing that I've been working on, I really wanted to edit it myself, so I did that. But I don't know color correction and all that, so I sent it to them and I said, I like what I edited and I want to keep it that way, but I would love you to color correct it. And there was one other thing, but they did that. And the guy actually came back and he was wanting to add some more stuff. And I'm like, my gut tells me, keep it like I'm doing it. You know, I have this vision with this stuff. And he's going, what did he say? Whatever. I admire you for sticking to your guns.
Yeah.
And he said the editing was wonderful on it. So I'm like, yes. He said, I can see where you're going with this. So good for you for sticking up with what you were thinking.
Because it is your artistic vision.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've had that's what causes Eddie and I to get in fights, because I'll get done with something and he'll say, I saw this little thing, this little mark right here, and I'm like, Eddie, nobody nobody's gonna notice that. I'm not gonna sit there for another hour and try to get this little tiny thing out, you know, like as soon as he does it, I would we get in fights.
It's better to be done than perfect.
That's what I tell him. It's better to be done than perfect. But there's some things that I do want perfect, but there's other things that I'm like, that doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Like, and he's like, it's the fine details. I'm like, then you do it on your video, you know, with and then it just, whenever filming happens and he says he wants to help, my stomach immediately turns, because I know it's going to cause a fight. Like, the anxiety level goes way up, because I know we're going to end up fighting. Because I get anxious, and then he gets snappy, and then I get angry, and then we are at each other. And I'm not saying it's him, and it's probably me. It's just that it's not good, you know. Like, we can't do it together at all.
That's a problem with artistic differences.
Yeah, and I think what some of it is kind of like, I immediately get defensive, because I'm like, you don't even do this, you know.
Yeah. I guess what you can think of is that, I guess it's coming. You need to understand that he's coming from a place of, you know, trying to help, but he also has to understand that sometimes your help isn't needed.
Right. Right. Sometimes I just want him to watch something. Just watch it. Don't critique it. I don't need a critique.
Just enjoy it.
Yeah, just watch it and tell me what you think of it. Don't sit there and pause it and critique every little tiny thing, you know.
If you want to critique, do more on your own channel.
I know, but and I don't think he's coming from a bad place. I don't think that. It's just that I don't know. It's like it's one of those things that like will cause a.
I haven't seen Timey Lives for a while.
Lives.
She's been it's Lives.
It's Lives.
Lives. Sorry.
No, she's been busy. She took over. This guy did this morning stream, And then he made a video where he kind of spoofed another channel, and he got a lot of flack from it. And so people quit. So he decided not to do this morning community get together, and she took it over. I think she's just like taking on a lot of stuff.
Who was this again? Say this again.
Timing.
Who was the person?
What's his name?
I'm just looking at another channel as well that says live streaming every Saturday. Last upload 2 years ago. Well done, Cricket.
Oh.
I haven't seen her in a long time either.
She's probably just doing her own thing. You know, the whole
She's probably
media bots and social engineering and whatever it is. But you know,
telling policemen how bad they are at the jobs. Probably I was tree hugging somewhere.
Doug, have you seen Cricket anywhere?
Cricket has been very quiet.
he plays Minecraft. I'll sometimes see her on Discord and say playing Minecraft.
Do you have you seen Beth? What was her name? Simply Beth.
Simply Beth?
I was gonna say
No.
Beth Speaks.
No, she's moved on to another group, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, she used to jump in and comment on all my videos, so it's been very quiet.
Yeah.
It's pleasing when the locusts stop attacking the crop.
Let's just hope that the people who are quieter than usual are busy making something.
Instead of critiquing people.
So certain people have moved on to other groups, have they?
Maybe.
Apparently. Like she was in the Vibe group for a while, and then moved on to like some marketing. The groups get further and further away, and the next thing you know, I'm like, don't hear anything. I'm like, oh.
It's nice. It's the one thing I will say about this little group, this little band of jolly misfits is there's not many people in the collection of Discords that I'm on that suffer fools.
Yeah. I suffer fools more than most, but I'm learning to when someone gives me unsolicited advice, I'm just like, cool, thanks, I'll appreciate that, I'll take that on board, bye.
I don't take advice well, but I take advice from the people I respect. If I don't know you, I don't fucking need your advice. That's the basically the way. Because if I don't know you, you don't know me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was like that kid that worked for Carmichael. What's his name? Evan Carmichael. And he was telling me, he was like shredded my channel. I'm like, dude, I don't even know you. You reached out to me and you're like telling me all the things that you think I should do with my channel and then compare me to Grant Cardone. Like, you don't even know who I am.
Wait, was that Evan Carmichael that did it, or someone else?
No. He works for Evan Carmichael. He's a I don't know if he's like one of his. Yeah. He's some kind of employee, I guess, of some sort, and they wanted to show me how to do it. Right? Because apparently I'm doing it all wrong.
To put into his videos.
I don't know. Like I'm like I told him I'm like I don't want to be Evan Carmichael. I don't understand what you're getting at. And I'm like, and I certainly don't want to be Grant Cardone. And then he says, don't you want to be like Graham Stephan? I said, he's not even in my niche. She's like, he most certainly is. I said, no, you don't understand. I just want to be Ascension Parish famous. I don't need to be famous on YouTube. I just want people to buy a house from me. I don't, like your game plan of what you're wanting me to be is like this. You're thinking that I want to be,
yeah, but
3 billion
wouldn't
subscriber
it be
channel.
So much easier? Wouldn't it be so much easier downloading videos of Oprah and videos of this person, and then for like 30 seconds saying this is how these successful people do it, and then you play their videos instead of, when this is me being very sarcastic towards a certain big name YouTuber who kind of pissed me off after I saw him basically ripping like he basically downloaded a whole bunch of Nine Inch Nails videos using them as, you know, and he didn't repurpose the video. He just basically did like a quick intro, and then basically re-uploaded all these different videos off the internet. Yet all these other people are getting community guidelines strikes for doing the exact freaking same shit, and this guy's like praised. It's like, ooh.
Yeah,
Whether I'd actually have that argument.
I actually never watched one of his videos. Somebody told me that's what they're like.
Yeah, that's what.
Like, have you ever watched an Evan Carmichael video? I said no. I said I'm not into vlogging. He's like, well, he's not a vlogger. He's like, he does like the top 10 ways to be inspired, and he uses other people's stuff to. And I'm like, well, that's not even what I would do. That's not what. Well, that's how he became successful. I'm like, okay, that's great for him, but that's not the kind of videos I want to create. You know, like that's like the mindset was so crazy. They just want to like, he wanted me to like carbon copy what Evan was doing to on my channel, so that way I could have the same success as he. I'm like, I don't, that's not what I'm looking for. You know, like at the end of the day, I want to be happy with what I did, not because it got me a lot of views, but because I really enjoyed doing a video. One of my most favorite videos is not my most popular on my channel. And I love that video. That's the one that that Neil and I did for Christmas at Christmas time.
Once upon a time.
Yeah, I love that video because it was so creative. I mean, it was just on a whim, and I was like, "Hey, Neil, I have this great idea." And he was like, "What?" You know, he had never done a voiceover before like that, and it was just super fun, you know. And that's not going to be the one that gets me a million subscribers, and I don't care. It got the house sold, and I enjoyed doing it, and that's what YouTube is for me.
That was so much fun doing that.
Household, perfect.
That was so much fun doing that.
Yeah.
I love looking at Doug's little grin. I can almost imagine Doug thinking, now is Beanie gonna say all this to Evan if he ever talks to him face to face or not?
What are you?
He's kind of like Tom Nash. He's left a bitter taste in my mouth.
You know, it's funny. Like, people can be so disappointing because you have something stuck in your mind on who you think they are, and then they'll say something that's so disappointing. I was very disappointed with a post I read recently. When this whole thing started blowing up on van life, this girl posted. She goes, "Hey, have you guys seen this girl?" And she posts it in a group. And the leader of this group said, "Yes, and you've spammed my account 3 times with this." You know, he's like, this is not a place that you're going to promote your channel. She's like, "It's not my channel. And this is the first time I've ever posted in here in months. The last time I posted was when I got 1,000 subscribers." And she said, "Matter of fact, I'm always on every single one of your videos. I always comment on all your videos." And they're like, "Fair enough." And then all these people in this group attacked this poor girl just because she shared another person's channel that didn't even belong to her. She ended up quitting the group. I felt so bad for her. I'm like, wow, where did this come from? And it was so disappointing to me seeing that, because I just was not expecting that from a person that like a head of a group like that. You know, I was very disappointed. It was unfortunate for me. I was like, wow, that was really unnecessary.
Yeah. I got into a few arguments on Twitter the other day. I'm like avoiding Twitter arguments, and then Jurassic World titled Twitter goes on and bangs on about, like, you know, all these castings and, you know, basically being like a racist and all that. I'm just like, dude, is your channel about bitching about people casting the wrong thing, or is it about fucking dinosaurs? Get your shit together.
That's what happens to a lot of channels, though, that get off topic because they have a personal thing. Like, you know, like it would be like all of a sudden me start talking about, you know, inequality, women's inequality in housing. You know, like, wait a minute, I thought this was a real estate tip video. No, I did turn into equality. But in real estate news, I'll share something that a real estate group did a video, a parody video of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but they were talking about Denver and how they buy and sell, like they've sold $1 million properties in Denver. And apparently there's some kind of thing going on in Denver where people are buying like really awful houses, tearing those houses down and building mansions, and they're calling it inequality. And these agents that did this parody video, not one of them was black, and so they felt like the people in the Denver area felt like it was racial inequality, and that they were degentrification, which has to do with pushing black families out of Denver and allowing rich white people to move in. These people got fired from their brokerage because of it. Fired. and they had like, that whole thing got blown up way out of proportion just because they made a video that was not even really well done, just to say that they are the top selling agents in Denver. That was it. That was all it was. It was silly, a silly video that turned into something political, that people turned it around and was like, you're ruining Denver and everything else. And they were like, we were just making a funny video, and they got fired.
Yeah.
It was sad.
That's why you gotta be careful not to put in too much politics into crap.
But I don't think that was their intent. I don't think that was their intent at all.
In generally, like, you want to leave, like, basically there's people who are complaining. It's like, well, sometimes it's best to, complain to yourself rather than, make a mountain out of a molehill.
And that's exactly what happened. And see, what happened too is that this one newscaster was like, I'm not going to make a comment on this. I'm just going to I'm just going to put it right here. You let me know what you think. So even with him not saying a comment, but his tone was like, you're not going to like this. So he already put that seed in people's head when they watched it. I don't know. It just seemed like it was very fabricated to, well, these poor people that really made it really wasn't even that great done. I mean, it was so bad. Everything was about it was just, it was poorly done. It was like the lyrics were terrible. They was sung awful, but it was just them having fun. And that was it. I mean, it wasn't intended to be, I don't know. It was just sad that they lost their job over it. All of them. There was like a member of 12 people. Done. That's it. You're fired.
What's Neil doing over there?
Just grabbing some Amazon links.
I'm like, you're being very quiet over there.
Patty, you keep yawning.
I know. I need to go medicate my dog, let him pee, and go to bed.
Okay.
Talking about bed, I could do with slide into the old pit.
It's later than I thought it was.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that
Yeah.
late.